What's up, everybody? I'm back in another series, and this time it is Forest Guardian. Now, this is actually a hentai type game, but it's not an RPG Maker game at all. It's a visual novel, so it's a lot easier to record this because I could just blow out anything that's bad. So as much as this is more like introduction to doing these type of games, but I'm going to use a lot more editing to blow these out, so you guys can get it. It's a little more nerve-wracking because I haven't done anything like this before. So I will be voicing this, talking through the text, but I will not if there's any sex scenes. That's just way too embarrassing for me. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So for that, I'm just gonna probably either zoom in on the text box, or if I can't because there's some nudity like right under the text box, like I don't know, maybe boobs or whatever it is, I'll blow out the image, but I'll put the text on screen. Or if I can show the faces, and not be that bad, I'll show the faces of who's talking, and I'll put the text. So let's go over here, because I think, okay, go there. Is my controller's not working? Oh, it doesn't work alone, it's okay. So I actually never went to settings at all, so let's... I'm surprised I can put it at 4K. Because then that's a visual novel, but okay. And I guess this must be a Chinese-based thing. Oh, no, come and see. Okay. That's weird. Let's do new game. Yes. It's about that time of the year again. Autumn is setting and the leaves are turning to golden brown. My controller doesn't work at all. So you gotta give it a minute because usually my controller works, but it's not want to work. This is the more visual novel. There we go. For me, the turning of the seasons is one of the most important things of my trade. My name is Anna, and I'm a traveling merchant. Recently, I meant to get my hands on something very valuable. Golden spices, a real good from the other side of the world. But I don't have much time left to reach my destination. You want to travel to the glided port on foot? Gilded port on foot? That's right. This bridge is my last stop before the gilded port, so I'm stocking up while I can. I normally don't travel on foot, but the cost of my goods didn't leave me much to work with. It's the last stretch of my journey too, so it shouldn't be too hard for me. There's no way you're going to make it in time. We're just going to hit us soon. I can tell it's going to be a harsh one too. I've got that tingling sensation in my bones. We can sit down here for the winter if you have the money. We do have some spare lodgings. I should come head though. These spices won't last through the winter. Can't spare the corn for it. Sorry, I need to make it to the gilded port one way or another. It will take too long, and you don't look like you got any winter clothes on you. Ash is wearing the coat and the scarf. What about the forest? Surely there's a path through it. She looks at me, dumbfounded. If you know what's good for you, you won't go anywhere near that forest. Why not? Are there any dangerous animals in there? Haven't you heard of the legend? Animals would be the least of your worries once you're in there. What do you mean? And what's this about a legend? It's a good thing you stopped here first, especially if you never heard the legend of those words. They say the forest guardians awakes during autumn and attacks anybody who encroaches on her land. Nobody travels through there during autumn. If you know what's good for you, you won't try your luck. But there's no other way for me to go. I can't go all the way around and make it to the port before winter. But you're not to go at all since you risk going through this world, traveler. I deliberate with myself for a moment considering the villager's words. Thank you, but I can't afford to stay. I must get going. There was a grave look on her face, imploring even. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you absolutely sure you can sleep for the winter? Really, I cannot. Her expression turns very gloomy as I say that. Well, I've done all I can. If you think you're able to get through this woods in one piece, go ahead. But know that you'll probably never come back out again. I'll be fine. I'm tougher than I look. Not wanting to burn any more daylight, I start walking again towards the forest. I can feel the eyes of the villagers on my back as they watch me leave. Perhaps they feel like I'm walking towards sudden death. This is it. This is the forest the villager warned me about. So far, I don't feel like I've tempted the wrath of any guardian. And at least there's a path I should be able to follow. Okay, I can do this. The weight in my backpack feels especially heavy now that I'm here. Gingerly, I make my way deeper inside. The path seems to be worn. It clearly hasn't been used in a long time. I think I know where I'm going. The forest doesn't seem like it's too hard to navigate. What was that gray that popped on the screen? I thought maybe I messed up. Like I had like the corner and there was something messed up, but no, it just turned gray for some reason. The longer I stay here, the more I feel like someone or something is watching me. I keep looking over my shoulder, but there's none there. It's strangely quiet in the forest. One would expect to hear birds and animals and insects scrolling through the undergrowth. But it's so still, it's as if Mother Nature itself is holding her breath. I'm sorry, Forest Garden, but I really must pass through your forest. Please don't be angry. I promise not to stay any longer than I have to. My parents always told me to pay my respects to patron spirits. Then here, all alone in this place, that habit came back in full force. I see some unusual deeds during my travels, but sometimes the deeds I've heard were not more than poor superstition. As I stand there, as I stand before the timeline, none comes in response. I feel a bit silly as I peel out along the road. Okay, I'm going in then. The path starts to wind and twist through H trees. Parts of it have been overtaken by the overgrowth, making smooth patches nearly impossible. It's then I realized I have no idea where I'm going. I had presumed that the path would lead me through the forest, but now it's forking and breaking off into multiple directions. Sticking to it isn't going to help me in the slightest. Calm down. Just remember which way the Gilda Port is. The name comes from how the sun reflects off its water during sunset. Meaning, as long as I keep going west, I should be able to be going in the right direction, I think. The maps I'm using are so accurate that moss growing on the trees may give me more information. The maps I'm using are so accurate that moss growing on the trees may give me more information. That doesn't make sense. You mean inaccurate? Or, I mean, if they're so accurate, then you shouldn't need any more information. Is that gray again? That's weird. I don't know if that's a game design. That makes sense if it's like a flashback, but it's not a flashback. I've been going west this whole time, but the forest has been getting denser. I hate to admit it. I'm lost. I'm obviously lost. I have no idea where I'm going. Surely this forest ends eventually, right? If I keep going, I should be able to get out of it and get my bearings. Yeah, it just seems to stretch on forever. Just keep going. You can make it. But my feet hurt so much. And my backpack is so heavy. But I can't stop now. I need to keep going. The feeling that I'm being watched gets stronger and stronger as time goes on. If I end up having to spend the night in the forest, what would the garden do to me? No, I can't afford to linger here. I can rush once I'm sure safely out of this place. I have to stop. It's getting dark and my legs are threatening to give out. After all that walking, I barely have the strength to stand. My muscles are starting to crimp up too. I have to try to set up camp, get a fire going. If I don't manage to do that, will I survive the night? And even if I do, will I survive the night? And even if I do, will I survive the night? I can tell the English is slightly broken up. It's good English, but it's kind of messed up. Though, I feel like maybe there are more Chinese developers, because they have a Chinese option, but no Japanese option. Sure, I don't know. I don't read Chinese, so I couldn't really say anything about it. Please, Forrest God, don't hold me. I promise to leave as soon as I can. Even if I say that, I can still feel an overwhelming presence of something looming over me. I can see why the villagers avoid this forest, even if there really isn't a angry garden looking in these woods. It feels ominous here. No matter which way I look, or how I try to hide myself, I can't shake that feeling of being watched. But no matter, I need a fire and I need it now. Quietly, I try to gather firewood, but my hands tremble with effort. I've done this plenty of times before, it would be fine. I just need to relax and keep a clear head. I reach to my backpack for my flint and tinder, only to find that it's not there. Did I drop it? That's where panic really begins to set in. If I drop my flint and tinder, then it could be anywhere by now. But if I don't find it, then I won't be able to get a fire going. In that case, I need to find something I can use. Even a bit of stone would be fine. I put my backpack on and force my legs to move. Surely it's around here somewhere. When would I have dropped it? Wait, did I leave it in the village? No way. I couldn't be that careless, could I? I checked the surrounding area 3 or 4 times for my flint, or at least something I could use to replace it. Unfortunately, I find nothing. There's hardly a chip of stone to be found. No, not now. I have to find it. I have to. My legs freeze, giving out underneath me. The exhaustion hits me with the force of a sledgehammer. I can't keep going. I have to rest. Using what little edge I have left, I crawl underneath the shade of a nearby hollow tree. All I can do now is pray my clothes will be enough to keep me warm. Wearily, I try to position myself as comfortably as I can. I haven't slept in a long time. It's taken all my willpower to stop my eyes from closing. Please, don't hold me, Forest Guardian. I fall into a fitful, troubled sleep. The entire time, that same number of minutes even penetrates my dreams. Am I going to make it through the night? A voice echoes in my dreams, ringing as clearly as a bell. Are you there? Can you hear me? Who is that speaking? It's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. Slowly, I open my eyes. Instead of laying on the hard forest floor, I'm wrapped up in a warm futon. Hang on, let me... Which one's safe? The safe? Okay. And then secondly, is there a way to... Now, okay. I was trying to see if there's a way to, take the text away so I can show the CG. What if... Well, I'm starting up a wooden ceiling. It vaguely reminds me of a shrine, I think. My forehead feels like it's on fire. And then I notice someone near next to me. Now, don't force yourself. You must rest and recover your strength. It's good fortune that I found you before nightfall came. We had frost this morning. You would have been frozen stiff. Who are you? And where am I? But the only answer I get is a cold, damp cloud pressed against my brow. It works to cut through my fever, giving me some relief and an opportunity to relax. Don't worry, you silly head, about me. It's you that I'm worried about. Why are you in such a rush? It was as if you were running away from something. The forest garden. They told me she doesn't like visitors intruding in the woods. I was worried that if I stayed too long, she would punish me for trespassing. Now, why would she do that? I don't know. It's just what the villagers told me. They avoid the forest in the fall. I see. That must be why there haven't been any visitors in such a long time. What is that state of affairs? Her voice is practically aching with longing. It becomes so lonely out here without any visitors. Visitors? What do you mean? Do you live here? I do. This is my home. And for as long as you need, it's your home as well. But I can't stay. I have to get going. I need to get out of here before winter comes. You're not going anywhere in your current state. What you need to do is rest. I tried to sit up, but she gently pushed me back down into the futon. My merchandise, where is it? It is safe. I'm keeping it here in the shrine. Now, just relax for now. Are you hungry? I've been preparing rice porridge for you. Yes, that would be nice. I haven't eaten much lately. I'll be back soon then. If you fall asleep, it would be here waiting for you. Who are you? Everything will make sense when you're able to get a good look at me. She gently strokes my cheek before standing up. As she walks away, I get away, feel my eyes closing again. After some time, I finally open my eyes. I feel a little better than I did earlier. A more mysterious benefactor nowhere to be seen. Wait, why am I wearing my casual clothes? A bowl of rice puts next to my feet on. Even though my body says it's huggy, I can only manage a few bites. With some effort, I stand up and have a closer look at my surroundings. A shrine in the forest? No wonder Village mentioned this at all. That's right. When she steps into the room, I immediately notice two things about her. Her ears and her tail. First, a pair of pointy fox ears still sit on top of her head. Exactly, the bushy tail swaying beneath her as she walks. There is something strangely beautiful about her. I almost say she looks perfect. I did not introduce myself before. I am Mayu, and this is my shrine. I'm Anna. For a moment, I just stared at her. Is something the matter? Nothing. Would it be rude to put it out? I never met a person that looks like a fox before. Oh, have you never seen a kitsune before? It sounds like this isn't the first time that's happened. There's no point in lying, Sean. Just be honest. I haven't. What's a kitsune? We are nature spirits. Nature spirits? Then that means, in panic, I take a step back. You aren't angry with me or anything, are you? She seems puzzled at my reaction. Angry with you? Why would I be? I told you what the villager said. Oh, right. I can tell how upset she is. I'm not sure what's going on outside, but that is simply not true. I've never harmed a traveler who has walked through my forest. In fact, many people used to visit my shrine, but now it has been empty for many a season. Really? But why? I wish I knew. It's a mystery to me too. I suppose there's a lot that I missed throughout the year. I sleep through winter, spring, and summer, you know. Winter, spring, and summer, so you don't sleep through autumn. It's only during autumn that I wake up and tend to the forest. I've lost track of how long it's been since the shrine had a visitor. She trudges off after that, looking at nothing particular. Eventually, she shrugs it off. But let's not worry about that. Please, take a seat and tell me all about yourself. I would love to hear what's transpired in the outside world. I feel put on the spot as her expectant gaze rests on me. For real, I'm not from around here, so I'm not sure how much I can tell you. Even back then, I did not know much about the length beyond this place. Okay, drink for a minute. I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm a little sick, so to speak. But I'm doing okay for right now. I took some time in order to help, but I'm feeling a little sick, isolated. So, where are you from then? From a small village in a neighborhood kingdom. At least that's where I was born. I travel a lot and I haven't really stayed in one place yet. I was trying to take a shortcut through the forest, but I got lost. I was carrying a shipment of exotic spices with me. They're extremely rare in this part of the world. Do you know about the Gilded Fort? Yes, I've heard of it before. I wonder how they've been. Do you tend to sell your spices still? That's right, I don't normally travel on foot. But I don't really have any money with me to pay for a coach. I was hoping to get to the port before winter sets in, but I guess it's not gonna happen now. Yes, it would be best if you take the time to heal. You must not travel in your current condition. Your fever will only get worse. It would be better for you to arrive to your destination late than to never arrive at all, don't you think? You have a point. Those luminous eyes of yours darted to the bowl of rice porridge. Ah, not much of an appetite? Not really, sorry, but it was nice. That's alright, don't force yourself to do anything your body isn't ready for yet. She picks up the bowl. I'll be back with some hot tea in a minute, if you would like. Tea would be great, thank you. Don't mention it. Quietly, she glides back through the door. It's kind of amazing how she's able to move without making a single sound. The floorboards didn't even creak. Oh, it's a lot to take in at once, though. This is really the forest garden everybody feels so much. Why would they feel her? I didn't feel an ounce of maintenance coming from her. There must be a reason why people stop coming to a shrine. I have no idea what could have caused it. I started to look more at my surroundings. Despite apparently being untended for a long time, the shrine appears to be spotless. There isn't a trace of dust to be seen anywhere. Where exactly did she get that food from? But what about the tea she's fetching right now? Are you alright? I jump back a little bit when she speaks. Oh, sorry. I tend to move very quietly. Yes, you do. Here, I have some herbal tea for you. It should help if you feel. She presents a steaming cup to me. A pleasant aroma gently flies from it. Thank you. You're welcome. I like to treat my guests well while they're within my walls. Why don't we take a seat outside? I think some fresh air would do you good. Can I get changed first? I might stay warm while I'm out there. As you wish. Your fever's bad, I sure should be fine. She leads me through the corridors and towards the front of the shrine. Taking a seat on the shrine's veranda, she places her tea next to me. Come, don't be shy. Sit down, rest your weary legs. I gently take a seat next to her. The forest is beautiful this time of year, isn't it? It is. I didn't take the time to look at it before. Humans are always so hasty. You have so much time, yet you never take the time to just sit still and look at what's happening around you. So much time, but we don't live that long. You do. It may not seem like it, but you have all the time in the world. Why suppose you're gonna appreciate something when you no longer have it? She takes a deep sip from her tea and lets out a consent sign. It's been too long since I shared tea with someone. Have you tried yours yet? Not yet. I feel a bit faint again, but I'm trying not to show it. I have to leave this place as soon as I can. As nice as the forest garden is, you look pale. I'm fine, really. I'm fine. I am. Unsteadily, I try to sip my tea. Oh, stop it. You only hurt yourself. Really, it's okay. I was pushing you should lie to you. It's your sip, you know. Maya reaches both her arms towards me and slowly pushes me close to her. Before I could reach to it, my face buried in her ample chest. She embraces me in a gentle yet warm hug. You're so determined to reach your goal, but you should risk your here for it. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Please stay here with me, even if it's only for a little while. I couldn't live with myself if I let you go before you were in better shape to travel. I don't really say anything in full response. My cheeks are burning like the coals of a fire as she holds me close. Why am I acting so embarrassed? She's a woman, just like me. It just burst in my face. Her soft, huge breast was practically spear off her kimono. Oh, now my cheeks are burning even more. I can't stop myself. Do you still have a fever? Your face feels very hot. It is okay. You can stay here as long as you like. just squeezing me even tighter, forcing those bursts of force even more against my body. I try to calm down by taking a couple of long breaths. This is pretty nice. I thought you would like it. Many of the visitors here enjoyed being hugged like this. I wonder why. She gently strokes my head and holds me close. Your heart is beating so fast too. Are you sure you don't want to let go lie down for a bit? There's something about her tone that suggests that she knows why my heart is beating like this. No, I'm not tired. I'm just a bit. I like those awkward show off us to say that. It's alright, you don't need to say anything. But there is one request I would like to make of you. Don't go waiting off on me. Stay here, okay? I promise I'll take good care of you while you're here. There are many things I don't understand about humans and what they're thinking, but I will do my best to get you back on your feet. Once you feel better, you're free to go wherever you please. Stay safe. Oh, okay, well, okay, I promise I'll stay then. I'm meant to actually hit this. Oh, okay. If that puts in context, you can really see when I record everything. Though I don't understand the time. That's 9:15, and that's backwards. No, 9:2. Okay. I don't know what this shows here, but anyway, let's not talk about that. Okay, I promise. I'll stay then. Until I get better. She pats me on the head. That's a good girl. Are you tired of being hugged yet? No, just a bit longer. Don't push yourself. Enjoy it for as long as you like. For most of the morning, I lie there in the warm embrace of her bosom, trying to hide my own excitement. After drawing our tea together, she said she needed to go into the forest. Because I was still pretty weak, I ended up staying here. It's kinda late now. Nice gradually staying over the forest. She's really gentle and not scary at all. I can't believe that she was the source of so much panic. Why did all the villagers think she was wicked or wrathful? Did she become estranged from them somehow? It's just like she doesn't know that herself. Maybe something happened when she was asleep. It seems strange that she hasn't had a single visual of the shrine in 50 years. The stigma surrounding them must be extremely strong. In any case, I feel like running around. I said I won't leave, so I can stay far from the shrine, but I still feel restless. I can see a clear path through the forest now. Now that I really look, the shrine stands out against the outline of the forest too. I shouldn't get lost again, at least I hope I won't. Through the undergrowth, I see a shimmer of something blue. Where the way it could be. Cautiously, I trim my way through the autumn leaves. I imagine some woodland creature is amused at how close I am. The bright blue lake shimmers in front of me. Something about its depths are a bit strange. There appears to be something clouded beneath its mirror-like surface. Despite myself, it's almost like I'm drawn deeper to look deeper into it. I swear that I see something stirring within. I see you found the lake. Started, I almost fall back into the lake. Sorry, I just wanted to explore around the shrine a little bit. She's really quiet. You don't need to apologize. You've done nothing wrong. It's in your nature to wander off and explore. You are a curious girl after all. Yeah, I guess I am. It will also explain why you're so far from home. Maya runs over to the lake's edge and peers into it. I take it you're not familiar with any of the legends of this forest? I'm not a local, so I don't really know anything about this place. It said that this lake was used in ancient witches long before the written history of the forest. If you steer too long into it, you will start to get glimpses of the past reflected into its waters. The past of this forest? I think so. Then again, I have only ever lived in this forest. It's entirely possible that it's only showing me my own past. Was usually ancient witches long before the written history of the forest. If you steer too long into it, you will start to get glimpses of the past reflected into its waters. The past of this forest? I think so. Then again, I have only ever lived in this forest. It's entirely possible that it's only showing me my own past. Were you around when people used it for rituals? She trails off. I do not remember. Quietly, she looks into the water steps. When I walk past the lake, I cannot help but look into it. But the things I see are unfamiliar to me. But it's not something I should dwell on. There's only so much someone can remember. So it's just as much a mystery to me as it is to you. Sorry, I should have asked. That's okay, it's simply a fact. But if I do remember anything, I'll surely be sure to tell you. It's something I think about a lot when I go for my daily walks through the woods. Just how much have I forgotten? And does anyone else remember it? She looks into the lake's waters for a while longer. But just remember that if something looks overly alluring, don't look too closely at it. The forest can be a little enchanted at times. It doesn't mean any harm, but you can easily become lost in it. Is that why I couldn't find my way through it? I also lost my flint along the way. Your flint? I see. The forest was afraid. A fire? That's right. It has been very dry this season, and a single misplaced spark could set the entire forest ablaze. Such an event would be catastrophic. Although I am the forest guardian, it does maintain its own sort of homeostasis. Part of me is relieved that I didn't lose my flint because of my own incompetence, but the other half is worried. So the forest is aware? To an extent. I'm both its voice and its representative. But that doesn't mean it's incapable of self-preservation. Travelers used to never light fires in woods and knew that if they needed some woman safe, they could stay at the shrine. She lets out a deep sigh. Once again, her eyes are drawn into her lake. She seems to be concentrating intensely on something. Now, this I remember. A warm puff, a boiling pot of soup, a laughter as a firefly stinks in autumn skies. If only I could be there again. But that's just how life is, isn't it? I guess so. Did you ever have a moment that you wanted to relive for the rest of your life? But didn't you just say that the lake can be dangerous? You can get lost in its waters, but you will be safe if I'm here. Go on, look deeply. There's some station that gazes into the waters of the lake. A light stirs in its depths, the warm, cheery light of a summer's day. Blue skies, laughter, blazing sun, with scissored off beneath it. The sweet taste of something ice cold on my tongue. I remember this. This was the first time I ever tasted ice cream. It was such a hot day. It's a beautiful memory, so clear and bright. Such a memory must be very precious to you. I only just remembered it now. Yet the springs of pure, unadulterated joy of flooded back through me. Such the lake's nature, it resonates with such memories. But alas, that's why you must tread carefully around it. After all, time passes differently. While you're in your memories, you could intend to look only for a minute, end up lost in there for hours. Anyway, I'm headed back to the shrine. You must return whenever you like. Just as silently as she appears, she glides through the autumn leaves and disappears. I linger for a moment too, hoping to catch a glimpse of another memory. But the lake has nothing more to show me for now. Oh well. I was hoping to see some more of that day. I must be young. In any case, it's time to head back to the shrine. I'm pretty sure she's 18, so she's not I mean, I guess she's not that young, but she still is pretty young in age. I only remember because she's 18 because of the description of this visual novel shows the age of these characters. Um, I'm pretty sure it said Mayu was 18 too, but she's a force, so she's probably much older than that. She's a force guardian, my bad. Mayu's nowhere to be seen. Hey, Mayu? Knowing her, she could be anywhere by now. She moves so fast and so silently. I went into the shrine's rooms looking for my you. I catch her in the middle of a room removing a kimono. Her once barely covered upper chest now spilled out personally. She has pretty pink nipples too. I was wondering when you will return. Did you see anything else in the lake? Not really. After you left, it was just an ordinary lake. I don't know why it won't show me anything. Well, the forest can be fickle at times. She continues to move in her kimono, revealing more and more of her body. Why are you taking your clothes off? I just wanted to change, that's all. Is something the matter? We're both women, aren't we? Seeing me nude shouldn't bother you at all. Unless... There's something sly in her tone as she looks at me. She's a naughty fox. Unless what? A little smile that comes across her face after she's just realized something. Don't mind me. I'm an old, mature... I'm an old nature spirit, and I can be a little oblivious at times. If a little more ceremony, as she finished removing her kimono, letting it drop to the floor. What do you think? Me? Well, there's nobody else in the room, is there? You're really pretty, and you look so motherly. Her white hips, her heavy breasts, her lovely thighs. I feel a little pang of jealousy in my chest as I look down at my own petite self. I wish I looked a little more like you. People used to mistake me for a boy when I was younger. You shouldn't be ashamed of your body. You look quite pretty yourself. I've always seen you nude after all. When did that happen? While you were sleeping on the futon. I was wiping the shred off your body to keep you cool. You can't just strip people even if they have a fever. Like I said, we're both women. There's nothing wrong with a little skinship, still. I guess not. You're just trying to help me get better, so... That's right. So, why don't you come here? She opens up her arms in a welcome gesture. Why? Don't you want another hug? You really enjoyed the last one we shared, didn't you? I did. Before I could stop myself from already moving towards her, thinking about her soft skin against mine. My face burns, but I'm not sure if it's from the fever or my own feelings. Afternoon quickly passes into night. A shrine seems to light up of its own accord, casting a warm glow against the dark sky. We set the gate outside the shrine with a fresh pile of goods. Okay, I expected a lot more to happen. Or I expected maybe them both be naked, or I expected a CG with a hug. Like, they could be used the last CG. Just a little color. You know, make it in the building and make them both naked or whatnot, but it's whatever works. I'm surprised you're still awake. Surely you must be exhausted. I'm fine. I'll go to bed soon, I promise. Very well. Would you like some dinner before you go then? I don't know. I'll have whatever. How about my autumn hot pot? Hot pot? I never tried it. It's quite simple. You just store on whatever you want and let it make a broth. I should probably ask though, can you handle spicy food? Can I? For the first time since I've arrived, I feel very confident in something. I've sampled every kind of spice you can imagine in my travels. My tongue's made of steel. You haven't lived until you've tried Reaper Koi. Reaper Koi? It sounds like a scary dish. It is. Only a few people have managed to finish it. I happen to be one of those people. Well, while I like to cater to my guests' tastes, I can't say I will be able to stock the Stu is for such a dish. I prefer food that comforts, not intimidates. But just for you, I will add a little kick to it. She stands up and smooths out her kimono. I'll get started then. Make sure you enjoy your tea while you want. Wait. Thank you. Once again, she wanders off in a complete silence. I really need to figure out how she does that. It would be handy to move around that quietly. It would be handy, you mean, to move around that quietly. Quietly, I sip my tea and look out at the tree line around the shrine. The bitter flavor of the tea is somehow relaxing. I'm sure that I can see small lights dance among them, darting around in the branches. I wonder if those are the same fireflies. They're really pretty. But I remember seeing somewhere that they only appeared in the summer. Maybe these ones only show up in autumn. Although I have traveled in many different places, I don't think I've ever been anywhere like this. And I had managed to get through the whole forest in a day. I would have never had a chance to stop and smile at smelled anything. That would have been a mistake. Oh, I forgot to ask, do you prefer beef or chicken? You have beef and chicken? How? The force and I have an understanding. I take what I need from it, and it takes what it needs from me. If you buy chicken, cows, or rice plants are acceptable to ask for, I think. I see, in that case, beef please. Done and done. One of these times I'll be used to may you just appear out of nowhere. I can't remember the last time I actually ate beef. What's most surprising though is that there are really wide cattle in these woods. I guess they're a chintzy woods or any possible, but still. Maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it. I don't even fully grasp the words of how this place looks. Eventually she returns with something that smells delicious. I hope you find this to your liking. She lays down a large bowl in front of me, and it rests a rich-looking red soup with bits of tofu and beef thrown in it. I'm not the best at improvisation, so I apologize if the taste isn't to your liking. It smells delicious. She gives me a spoon and watches me intensely as I take my first sip. Well, what do you think? It tastes as good as it smells. Wonderful. There's plenty more if you're still hungry. If I was any more, I'd drink that entire boat before putting it back down again. You must have really enjoyed that. For sure, I feel better already. I used some hopes I received a long time ago. This should help you recover if all goes well. Wait, how long ago? Oh, 15 years I think? You mean it's been 15 years and they haven't spoiled yet? I'm not sure how to explain it, but I guess time in the shrine works a little different from it does outside. Some of the things I've stored within have been there for a very long time, yet they look as if they haven't aged a single day. They're a bit like me when you think about it. You haven't given it much thought. She has to be a very large bear, but she looks like she's in her mid-20s. There's not a single wrinkle to be seen on her face, and her skin is ever bare as glowing and youthful as a teenager's. That's incredible. You don't have to worry about any sport if you don't age yourself. I know that it seems like everything's fine on the surface, but she throws off. But what? As you know, I sleep for most of the year. Although I don't age, I'm awake only for a little bit of time. You experience far more in 25 years than I will in 100. All without the jarring effect of time passing you by far too quickly. Sometimes I'm ungrateful for my immortality, but I would like to be able to see what spring or summer looks like someday. I wish I'd given that more thought. Time for her must pass very different than how it does for me. Sorry, I guess I'm being insensitive. No, please, there's nothing to apologize for. I get to experience things that you don't, and vice versa. We should be grateful that we walked such different paths. that we also able to share those experiences. Summer does look like such a pleasant season. If your neighbors in the lake are able to go by. If you don't mind, the heat is pretty fun. Tell me more about it. What's summer like for you? Well, last summer was ridiculously hot. Thankfully, I wasn't traveling all the time, so I did everything I could to avoid the heat at home. So you have a place to call home, do you? Yeah, but I'm not there very often. Even though I don't look it, I managed to make a fair deal of money. Have a good friend of mine tending to my house while I'm away. How long has it been? Oh, winter's gonna be here in a few weeks, right? That means it's been at least a few months since I was last home. I couldn't imagine even being away from home, especially since this whole forest is my home. You mean you haven't seen outside the forest before? It becomes quiet after I ask that. That's why I've never seen what lies beyond the tree line of the forest. As this forest guard, it's my duty to remain here and watch over it during our autumn. The obligation keeps me here, never to venture beyond its borders. It's my turn to become quiet. Is something wrong? No, I'm just thinking. So this is why she could never clear up the misunderstanding between her and the surrounding villagers. There simply wasn't anyone to represent her beyond the forest confines. She'd be clueless about what's happening in the outside world too. I can't even imagine how lonely it must be to be stuck here, simply waiting and hoping that someone will come by. You have such a sad expression on your face. I was just thinking, it isn't fair that you'll never be able to go anywhere. Not being able to travel would be the same thing as being dead to me. There's no fair and unfair life. We are simply given our circumstances and we have to do the best we can with them. I know that you're young and that it's hard to accept your own boundaries, but I made peace with my own circumstances. So don't feel sad for me. I'm fine. She smiles warmly at me and I feel a little pain in my chest. Even if those are just the circumstances, I still don't think it's fair. You're welcome to think that. I won't tell you to think otherwise. It's inevitable that we proceed civilly, no matter how much our views may be challenged. Silently, she stands up. Are you done with your dinner? Yes, thank you. Then, would you like to try out the hot spring? Hot spring? You have a hot spring here? Yes, it's excellent for your skin too. It used to be one of the shrine's main attractions. I jump up without a second thought. Lead me to it. With pleasure. She bows politely before me. Right, this way. Sure enough, there's a hot spring here in the middle of the forest. It looks heavenly too. Do you like the view? You can see how much of the valley from here. It really is a splendid view. The sky is so clear. The constellations are especially clear tonight. They're glittering brightly in the dark. This is amazing. Many people say the exact same thing. They were lazy around these springs, drinking sake, watching the stars dance in the night sky. Speaking of which, would you like a drink? The thought of alcohol right now makes me sick. No, the last thing I need is sake, no sorry. No, don't be sick. I want to serve a sick person sake. Hot tea would be much better for you right now, or cold tea. I can make it. Cold tea? How? I just noticed your name changed. Oh, it's still May, but it was orange, now it's blue. I know the magic to make it happen. Don't think it's too hard about it. Well, okay, some cold tea, please. As you wish, my honored guest. She then pours out a cold-looking glass of tea. Here you are. It's your much too cold. How did you do that? Do not think too hard about it. She definitely isn't going to explain herself. Oh well. I'm sure you don't need any introductions to hot spring, considering how you leapt up when I mentioned it. Of course not. I love hot springs. Very well. Then I will let you enjoy it alone. Will you be fine by yourself? I should be okay. Very well. I'll be back with your tea soon. I'm afraid I have some business I must attend to tonight. She places a small bell onto her stone. If you need something from me, ring this bell. Thank you. But she's always gone to see that. She's always coming and going as she pleases. That bothers me a lot actually. She's basically like a ghost. How does she even do it? I've seen other spirits before, but none of them could just disappear like that. I guess I am an unfamiliar part of the world. I don't know how D&T will work you. What business could she have tonight's real? What is a force cause to even do it at this hour night? Oh, I don't know. 10 to the fullest. They get so many questions but so few answers. I still don't know when I'm going to be strong enough to resume my journey, you know. I could be in for weeks or even months. No, I need to calm down. Getting my ass is gonna help me get better. Torturing myself about this question isn't gonna help me either. For now, I can't do anything except wait. Oh well, I'm at the Swat Hot Spring. Gently I begin to strip out of my traveling clothes. With one toe I just test the water. It's almost too soothing. It's just hard enough not comfortably so. I instantly relax as soon as I submerge myself. The cloud feeling in my head begins to drift away with my warm steam without any sort of protest. Ah, so soothing. A content sound escapes my lips. A tight knot of muscle in my body begin to cool. When was the last time I saw a hot spring? It had been years ago, somewhere along the coast of the other side of the continent. I forgot just how amazing it feels. May you told me that she had wiped me down when I was going through the worst of my fever, but this is way better. It's a close and a half to a bath around here. For a while, I don't bother moving at all. I let the hot water gradually work at the tension and pain in my body. When I feel up to it, I carefully begin massaging my tight, sore muscles. Because of my fever, every slight pain feels like pins and needles. I take another look at my pit-tight body and I can't help but frown. That's some pancreatiosity I feel earlier that comes back to me in full. I cover my brush with my hands. Yep, they're the same thing size they were years ago. People used to always mistake me for a bull when I was suckle. I wish they were bigger, but I just never wanted to go at all. Nope, I think they're pretty good size to me. I don't know how these, maybe when she was born they were really small, and I don't know, but I just didn't completely see the resemblance of her with the girl. Oh well, nothing I can do about it now. Swap myself. I began to imagine that fox breast again. So soft looking and large and round, and my cheeks are burning again. Maybe it's just a hot spring. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I never really felt attached to anyone in my whole life. Yeah, but I see her, I start to get all these weird feelings. And she held me against her naked body for so long before. Must be nice to have a huge set like that. Are you doing alright in there? Don't stay in the water too long. You might end up fainting. Her voice carries over the wall. I'm alright, Mayu. I'll be out soon. Okay, remember to ring the bell if you need anything. I might have to avoid entering the hot spring at the same time as Mayu. I would definitely pass out if I did. Oh well, I won't have to worry about that tonight. After finishing my bath, I wandered back into the shrine. The new scenes are actually very short, so I'm actually kind of surprised. But it's not been anything bad though. It's fine. This visual novel is actually only like 3 to 5 hours long, and it was only $10. I think it's like 12 without the data going on right now. But January 6th. But I'm actually not bad. After finishing my bath, I went back into the shrine. Mayu, are you here? I'm back from the spring. There's no reply. After gathering my courage, I decided to go forward to the shrine to find her. Something about the atmosphere in here feels strange as I go through the back rooms. There ought to be a dozen of guest rooms back here for more than the exterior of the shrine would suggest. Curiosity begins to get the better of me. When I get to one room, I find that there's not a single speck of dust to be found anywhere inside. The dishes laid out on a short table in the middle of the room, as if placed in anticipation of a meal. Yeah, it's obvious that nobody has been here in a long time. Do a lot of people used to live here? Considering how large this place is, it seems that's the case. Or maybe this is more of a bed and breakfast sort of situation, where there may have been a lot of people staying here while they traveled through. Then again, would you really keep all of these antiques in here for guests? On the other side of the room, I see a highly polished wooden desk and a number of golden bowls are stacked on it. The desk alone looks to be worth a small fortune, not to mention what's sitting on top of it. Did you get lost? Stop sticking up with me like that. You're gonna make me have a heart attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Old habits are hard to break. She follows my gaze to the desk. It's a valuable piece, isn't it? That's an understatement. You expect to see something like that in the summer home of some nobleman. Indeed, such a person once stayed here with his family. He was so enchanted by the shrine that he left these bows in this desk as a parting gift. She lets out a happy sigh. I wish I could remember more about him. He has likely long passed on this world by now. For all these guest rooms once, they still are, and they're waiting for guests. You never know. Hopefully many people will one day venture through the forest again, and I will get to hear their laughter once more. Maybe you will, one day. Once I get better, I can definitely put in a good word for you. But you have to get better. You should pay before you can do that. You shouldn't be putting so much pressure on yourself. For now, why don't you follow me? I don't think you'll find much of interest in these rooms. I moved to purchase, but then I think better of it. Something tells me she's doing this so that she can get away from the rooms herself. Alright. She ends up ushering me back to my own room. You've been awake for far too long. You should really be getting some more rest. After all, you're still looking feverish. Yeah, sorry. Now that you mention it, I do feel a bit hot in my clothes. If you need anything, just ring the bell next to your futon. I promise I'll be here right away. Are you going to sleep too? It's pretty late. This is the only season I can be awake. That means I do not have time to sleep. She bows politely before me. Good night. As she wanders off, I lay back onto the futon. For a while, all I do is look up at the ceiling. I've thought about it before, but this shrine must contain many memories. In fact, now that I think about it, everything she does relates back to me somehow, doesn't it? Maybe that's what she does all day. Maybe she's working on pursuing the memories of the forest. I should look into this moment I'm feeling better. For now, I'm just going to let my eyes rest for a little bit. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Next morning, I feel a bit better. Feel a lot better. Once again, a bowl of rice pudding sits next to my futon. Without a second thought, I devour it hungrily. I wonder if Mayu is here right now. The porch is still warm, so it was probably put here recently. Maybe she has already wandered off into the woods. Honestly, I'm not sure what all she does during the day. Mayu is the first gone, but what are the does that entail exactly? I thought I heard you waking up. How are you feeling? Much better, thank you. You finished all of your porridge today? It's a good sign if you have an appetite. Perhaps you'd be feeling up to walking with me through the woods today? This is my chance to see what she actually does all day. I would like to. Alright, but I must warn you, you might find it frightening. Frightening? Why? You wrote down a spirit, yes? Not only are my dealings healed, not only are my dealings healed in your word, but there are also the words beyond this one as well. Sometimes it's not for the faint of heart. Now that I think about it, perhaps it'd be better for you to stay here at the shrine for a little longer. You do look much better, but I won't want to agitate your condition. No, please, let me come with you. I'm curious now. For a moment, she seems to be scrutinizing me closely. Have you even dealt with the supernatural before? Why don't you try? So I've come across a few places that have dealt with that before. Might be surprised of how well I could handle it. And even if I could, I would want to go anyway. I'm terrible at staying in one place for too long. Very well, but if I notice something even remotely wrong with you, I'm bringing you back. Do I make myself clear? Wow, she sounds like a mom. Crystal, then follow me. She just towards the door. The path is a lot easier to traverse than it did when I first came here. She guides me along an old road. The road is old, so watch your step. Nature has a way of involving the constructs of mankind. That it does. I expect that she's moving far less swiftly than she usually does. If I was moved before, she's probably able to cross these woods in an instant. That would be an amazing skill for merchants to have. Imagine being able to transport real goods from one city to another in only a day. Yeah, she's able to travel between these woods. They must feel very smart to her. So, where is it that we're going? It's along the mountains. A long time ago, many tribes used to make their homes in the caves that marked the cliff faces. They were gone long before I assumed the mentor of a kill. I assumed the mentor of caretaker. So this duty is something that's been bestowed on you? But by who? I... She found us constraints. Someone did. I do not remember who. Let's just say that someone is being created spirits like me. They strode across the land and watched it as it burns. Great demons and ogres fight each other for dominion over the world. So they created caretakers to watch over what was left. These protectors would guide humanity and shelter the land from calamity. If the legends are right, they would have been the one who reported me here. My sister do remains, but that's all. Must be hard not being able to. It must be hard not being sure of who you are and where you come from. Well, that's something you have to come to terms with. Eventually, humans have to deal with that too. I mean, I know everything about my past, but that doesn't change who I am. I have my duty, and that's all I need. She arched on the path suddenly. Wait, is something wrong? There's something. There's something I must do as part of the ritual. We must not fight that must be approached. It's very important. But I don't know what she's talking about. I pause and wait. She takes a deep breath of the cold autumn air. I apologize for intruding in this place of the dead. Please, rest spirits, allow me to be your guide into the afterlife. The ritual must be observed and followed. It's the way of forest. Alright, I think I understand. Silently, she continues forward on the path with me, since you follow her. Ooh, that's a lot of swords. And that's probably from some kind of war too, so that's... And the music kind of makes it that a lot of people died here. Maybe the demons you're talking about? Hey, it didn't work. Ancient blades stick out from the earth, well worn by years of exposure from elements. Okay, controlled. Hang on. If I can get my mouse to the right spot. There we go. While nature has reclaimed much of the field, the signs of battle are still plainly obvious. Yeah, there we go. The heck? It's a desolate, empty place. Even the trees seem to keep a fair distance away from it. In old battlefield? That's correct. Many terrible battles were fought right here on Mr. Forest. Territory disputes, despots, and warlords seeking to claim the forest bounty for themselves, and the poor men who were sent to die for their selfish ambitions who would never return home to the families they cherished. Each of these graves tells the same tale. Crowley, she walks forward and kneels before one of the graves. I'm here again. I wonder if you're doing okay. You've been here a long time after all. Do you regret to still keep you lingering here? The words around us go silent. I notice that the light in the area is glowing noticeably dimmer too. Small glowing lights begin to appear around the west of the graves. I see we have some newcomers this year. Now, where did all you drifted in from? I like the moving image. She holds the spirit closest to her in her palms. It seems to be restless. You cannot stay here, you know. Have we not done this for so many arms now? I understand that you're afraid of what lies on the other side, but you have none to fear. The quivers of the palms, a small flicker of red appearing in its color. What happened to you was terrible, and you never had a chance of justice. But you've been dead for a long time, and so are those who wronged you. They've already faced the judgment in afterlife. It's okay to hesitate and to stumble. The word of life wins ever onwards, even long after death. There is none to be gained by staying here anymore. I implore you, abandon your hate, let go of your anger. As righteous as it is, it will twist you into something bitter and cruel. Let go. The spirit seems to get paused and rest in her hands quietly. There's a night flicker in its core this time. It's taken on a purplish color. Don't you worry about me. I will not be alone this time. I have a friend staying here with me, just the first I've had in many, many years. She will keep me company, so it's fine for you to go. Once again, the spirit grows still. Bit by bit, I see its flames fading away. Everything will be okay. I watch as the ghostly light disappears completely, as if it never will. The rest of you may come now. Please tell me your words. I will listen, no matter how long it will take. The ghostly procession continues through each afternoon. I watch as every spirit speaks its peaceful form. She doesn't seem to get angry or lose her patience at all. Eventually, the light returns to normal as the spirits disappear one by one. It's done. Some will move on to the next life, as will continue to linger. But I've done what I can for them. Why would there so many of them? Wouldn't most of the spirits that died here moved on by now? Places that want spiritual tend to accumulate spirits over time. They drift in from all over the place. Battlefields, hospitals, places where there have been great pain. This battlefield is once a sight. Every year I come and console them. Most humans never see them because by their nature they naturally avoid haunted places. So they become a little lonely. Yeah, it takes so much time to console them all. It does. But you have so little time yourself. I know, and they know that too. And they know too. Something that skills is always more valuable when it's offered to another. Somebody else who can do it, and their pain will never go away unless somebody helps them. And that somebody is me. Turns away from the battlefield. I wish I could stay longer, but there are other needs that require my attention. Thank you for coming with me. I didn't do anything though. Even so, I'm grateful that you were here. Come now, let's return to the shrine. It's a bunch of dots. Once again, we sit outside with hot green tea, watching the trees and shadow leaves in the wind. They didn't scare you, did they? No, I felt sorry for them. What must it be like to them to not be able to voice your pain? That's why there are so many angry spirits in the world. Regret and pain eventually become anger and hatred. Just emotion could drive even the strongest to despair. Without anyone to listen, how can you hope to build off that way alone? The world isn't a kind place, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be kind ourselves. We all could do a small part to help the forgotten. She takes a nice drink from a cup. Haven't decided what we'll have for dinner tonight. Perhaps you prefer something a bit lighter than Natsu? I said that it might not been a bit too rich. I think any of you make taste amazing, even wife's porridge. Why, thank you. Hotaru seems to wag in approval. Well, I was thinking something simple. Maybe some fish and boiled rice. Sounds fine to me. I was looking at Hotaru for a minute. I can tell that the really bottom is part of a kimono, or if that of a tail is red at the very bottom. It looks like a tail is orange, but then goes red on the tip. A question comes across my mind then. How did you find me anyway? Do you know everything that happened in these woods? I worried that Tyranny would fight you. The look on her face is particularly grim. Try me. The silence that follows is long. She looks out distantly as if she's looking at something through the wood trees. I saw the shadow of death in the forest. Shadow of death? Yes, for those of us who grew between woods, we can see things that others cannot. And I saw the shadow, the hero of death. I didn't think I was that bad. You were. When I saw the shadow, I was afraid that I'd be too late. Every living thing in the land casts a different shadow into the hour of its death. The shadow of a human being has not been seen here in such a long time. A cold feeling settles over me as I dwell on it. That forbidden sense of dread I feel when I first entered the forest comes back to the forefront of my mind. I was going to die, all alone in the forest. If you had not found me, Gently she put her arms around me. You mustn't do all such things. Everything's fine now. The light in your eyes still burns brightly. And I'm so glad that I was able to get you in time. Death does not suit someone so bright and vibrant. You have a whole life ahead of you outside of these woods. There's nothing more tragic than a life extinguished before its rightful time. I would never meet death myself, but I have seen its face too many times. In her eyes, I see something glistening. Are you okay? Me? I'm fine. She quickly stands up. I just remembered that I have to go clean some more of the guest rooms. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. She hurriedly disappears back into the shrine. I just sit there feeling guilty. She's such a gentle person. Perhaps it's a gift to now remember everything that's happened in life. The mind accumulates small scars over time, and sometimes forgiveness is the only cure for them. But after a few minutes, she returns, and takes her seat again. You always dress so conservatively. You're covered from head to toe. Why don't you wear something more befitting of a woman? She's trying to change the subject. I don't mind though. I'm fine with looking like this. It's practical. You shouldn't worry about being practical right now. I have a large collection of kimonos here at the shrine. Why don't you try one on? I think it will bring out your beauty. I don't have beauty. People have often mistaken me for a boy. They must have issues with the vision. Either that, or they don't appreciate beauty at all. Come now, why don't you try one on? No, Willie, I don't think I look good at all in one. But nobody is here to judge you. You have not to lose by trying, right? While she's technically correct, there's a part of me that doesn't want to budge. My clothes are comfortable, and I don't feel insecure about things when I wear them. We just sit there in awkward silence for a moment. Okay, I guess it can hurt. Good, come on now. I hope you put it on. But, one won't be forced, so you're probably gonna need to put it on. There's a slight smile on her face. Okay, you win. That's a good girl. She ushers me inside the spare room. Just take me, just let me get your measurements. After throwing aside my clothes, her hands began to run over my skin. Oh, a little bit more intensely. Okay. Hey, don't touch me though. Why not? You have such beautiful skin. It feels like sick to the touch. It's, it's strange. I've never been comfortable with being touched. Oh, but you were so eager to be embraced in my bosom not too long ago. Perhaps you deny your own feelings? What are you talking about? Come now, I saw the way you looked at me in that moment. You have nothing to be afraid of here. Let yourself be free. Secrets have a way of staying in the forest, so why not just let this one stay between us? Her fingers slide down my stomach, going lower and lower. I don't do anything to make her stop. The same funny feeling in my chest is coming back. Have I really been attracted to women all this time? It seems kind of late to be noticing now. Her hand slips down into between my legs. With a second touch, she begins teasing me gently. On top of that, she playfully pats my hair, just enough for me to feel it. Her heart begins to thump louder and louder. Let me take care of you. I promise you'll feel good. A sensation of pleasure blooms wherever she touches me. It's unlike anything I've felt before. Her tongue drags along my neck, sending shivers through my body. One of her hands sags over my breast. Not my nipples, they're really sensitive. I'll voice this a little bit, but if it gets to more and more deeper where there's a lot of moaning and adding and stuff like that, I'm not gonna voice that. Don't worry, I'll be gentle. She teases it with tips of her fingers, slightly pinching out. My body immediately charged, but soon it's relaxing and untouched. Her other hand parts my lips, meshing the idle folds of my. Look how wet you are. She raises her hand and shows me her damp, glistening fingers. I'm sorry, I'm making a mess, aren't? Oh, shush now. You don't have to worry. Just relax. The entire time, her hands wander all over my body, massaging, teasing, pinching, grabbing. Her touch alone is enough for BB feelings to roll up inside of me. A twin of years of tenderness and loneliness threaten to break the dam. You know, you're so incredibly beautiful. Yet you insist I joins. Everyone's examining deceiving themselves. Yeah, I'm too wrapped up in my own pleasure to listen to her words. She guides me towards my orgasm, coaxing me at every turn with every new touch. And when the damn finally breaks, I buck on my knees and my entire body shakes as rivulets of sweat and juices run down my thighs. For the next few minutes, I could only stand there, unable to move while basking in the poor bliss. She's a very naughty fox. That's what I'm just gonna say. She's a very, very naughty fox. Especially since it's just someone she's just met. She doesn't mind touching. This is a different experience. So, sorry if you're hearing water bars. I'm trying to put my water. I have like 5 water bars because this is a long session. Because I'm actually trying to record this almost all in one day. Because I have other series to do and I don't have time to worry about recording days and such. Plus, I promised someone I will record a different video, which will upload in like a day or that day or something. A lot happened last time, much more than I bargained for. Yeah. Now I'm lying here in bed, thinking over what happened. Did did we really do that together? We did, didn't we? My cheeks burn with shame. We're both women, but what am I going to do? And I think if I do these 8 scenes, I think I'm probably going to do it more with just girls, because I much prefer that. I don't really care for guy interaction with these vision novels. I think it'd be much more harder to record it with just straight girls. Now, if the men's high enough, I could do with guy, but I rather do with girl. I just wanted to get through this forest in one piece, but now I have feelings for her. There's no way around that. She knows I do too. Maybe it's just the fever, or maybe it's making me not think straight. My parents said always to me that love is something that hits you out of nowhere, but here of all places, I'll be in my face in my pillow and try not to think about it. Ain't it for a while? Good morning. How are you feeling today? Okay, I guess. Is something the matter? No, I'm just thinking. Well, I would be happy to listen if you need someone to share your thoughts with. I hear her near next to my futon. You don't have to say about last night, are you? Perhaps I imposed on you a bit too much. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's not that I dislike to do anything. I'm just trying to work things out in my head, but my fever isn't making this easy. I can't judge her for it. It's just, well, she's isn't human, but it's a very human thing to want the company of others. I never understood that the appeal myself, not until last night at least. Are you confused with your own feelings? Maybe. There's not, there's nothing to be confused about. You know what you like, and there's no shame in that. I must certainly won't judge you, but I don't know how to explain it. Take your time. When there's something you want to say, you always find a way to say it. All you need to do is listen to yourself. When you do that, then everything will be clear. I don't really deal in feelings though. I don't really deal in feelings though. That's what we say that. I have roots, I have costs, I have profits. Maybe that's what is bothering you. I can understand that you're in an unfamiliar place and that your life has been put on hold. Humans are very determined to do the things they set their minds to. Yeah, like YouTube. Set my mind to that. Doing pretty well, I think. With 100 subscribers. She does have a point. I don't like my plans being delayed. Everybody's plans have been delayed after late. I've been trying not to think about it, but every day I spend here is another day closer to winter. There's no way I'll be able to brave the cold when I'm traveling so lightly. Even though it's still just autumn, it's been a serious struggle to travel this far. You got a sullen look in your eyes. I know you're eager to get moving, but you still need to rest. She could like weed her mind, that's not scary at all. I know. It won't do anybody any good if I travel or I have this fever. But don't you think it's okay to be frustrated about things you can't do anything about? Whether you choose to be frustrated or to just accept it is entirely up to you. You're still very young, and there's much about the world around you that you don't understand yet. In life, you'll come across many situations like this. There are only two answers to them, patience or acceptance. Now, if you're like to stay in bed a little longer, then that is alright. I'll be waiting outside with a bowl of rice push when you're ready to join me. She leaves the room and quietly closes the door behind her. What I didn't want to tell her is that I don't want to get attached, because I know that I might never come down this way again. But it's something better left unsaid. After emerging from my room, I take a seat next to her. Go to her ward, she has the steering bowl of rice push ready for me. Are you feeling better now? A little. She hands over the bowl. You need to keep eating if you want to get better. If I had another word, I'd quietly start to eat. She just sits by my side, sipping from the lifting cup. You see the villagers around my forest feel it, didn't they? By my forest feel it? They do. I don't understand why. I do wonder about that. What do you mean? Maybe 50 years ago, the shrine was as busy as it always been. I think something happened while I was asleep the year after that. When I woke up, everybody was gone, even the caretaker. I still don't know what happened to him. After you said that, I started to expect that the villagers' attitude has to be a result of whatever that incident was. Doesn't the lake reveal memories? Surely it could have some sort of answer. The lake only shows what it wants to, even I don't fully understand its whims. So I never considered trying it. Besides, there's not much I can do about it now. Sometimes it's better to leave some memories untouched. If you say so. Feels like she's trying to avoid confronting it herself. But I sort of understand why she won't want to see it. Not knowing is terrible, but the truth may end up being even worse than not knowing. So are you feeling up to walking today? I have more things I need to do. Sure, what's on the agenda today? The ritual of purification. You must travel to the foot of the mountain waiting to visit a particular cave. It's said the slumber dragon resides there and it must be appeased once every year. It's yet another duty that was bestowed upon me when I became the Forest Garden. A dragon? You mean to tell me that dragons are real? That's what they said, but I don't know for sure. The ritual simply removes any of the negative energy that could disturb his sleep. The poor thing just wants to be left alone, after all. Wouldn't it be rude to be poking around in its home? I guess. So if it isn't dragon, what do you think it could be? An ogre perhaps? Maybe a tengu? There are many moody creatures and spirits that sleep throughout the ages. But don't worry, I will protect you if such a creature wakes up. That would be a great sight. That would be a sight to see. So, would you like to come with me? It's going to be a much longer walk than yesterday. I'm up for it. Very well, finish your porridge and we'll head out. Well, I'm not sure I like the idea of running into a dragon or an ogre or a tengu. But I'm interested in this cave she's talking about. The air feels a lot cooler today. I could nearly taste the bites of winter now. Yeah, here she is, still dressed like a minion and walking as if the cold isn't about her at all. It's certainly cool this morning, isn't it? Yeah, I can really feel a bite through my clothes. Would you like to turn around and put on something warmer? No, once I get moving I should warm up. Very well, but if you feel weak or dizzy, please say so. It turns out that she wasn't kidding about how long the walk would be. We've been wandering around the path for a good hour and we're still nowhere near the mountains. How much further is it? Not much further, just around the corner. But I can't see any mountains from now. The forest has a way of tricking the eye. It keeps certain things hidden according to its whims. Here we are. The mountains loom over us, casting a large shadow over the forest. A single enormous cave enters yawns in its granite surface. Where shall we go in? Just stay near me and all will be well. Show its our hand to me. No need to be shy. This way you won't get lost. Okay. With some hesitation, I'll reach out to take her in. And together we walk into the cave. For a moment, I have to stand still and let my eyes adjust to the sudden darkness. There are a lot more saves, but it's okay. It is okay. Oh, I guess when we look at I'm actually not saving that often. I'm saving about every 34 minutes. The walls of this cave have some strange glow emanating from them. I'm getting the same feeling I had when we visited the battlefield. A sudden feeling of anxiety passes through me as I look deeper into the cave's depths. Maybe we should turn around or I can wait at the entrance. If you like, I know this place has a bunch of over for humans. It's a dark antenna of what's in there leaking out to the spirit world. It sends ripples that affects one's subconscious with its message. Stay away from you. Even so, I want to see this ritual you're going to perform. Then you have to come with me. I know it's fine, but I'm sure you'll be able to overcome your fears. Her words hardened my resolve and allowed her. Slowly we began to walk forward in the dark. A glow from the walls gave us just enough light to see where we're going. As we go deeper and deeper, that feeling of dread goes stronger and stronger in my chest. Yet I don't let go of her hand. Who goes there? I'm gonna jump out of my skin. It is I. I've come to pay my respects as per usual. It's no surprise that you are here. But who have you brought with you? Nobody has joined you here for many years now. She is a guest from the shrine who wishes to see the purification ritual. Ah, Hanaya, decipher then? She does not seem like she is from these parts. She is a traveler. She should come as no surprise. Did you say that being here was asleep? I am asleep. I'm awake at the same time. It is complicated, but needless to say, I prefer this arrangement of being truly awake. To being truly awake. Right. Sorry. So timid, like a mouse. So then, it's time to proceed with the ritual? It is. Come. She tugs on my hand and guides me deeper to the cave. I'm too afraid to say that it's not and I'm just following along. We eventually come across a glowing pool of water. Here it is. It's in that nose a dark shroud around her body. What is that? It's a negative emotion I've collected from around the mountain. When I bathe in this pool, it shall be purified, and the one who dwells in the cave will be at peace. Now then, there's no time to lose. She starts stripping off her kimono. I quickly avert my eyes in shame. Will you step into the water for me? Me? Why? It will help you purify. It will help purify you as well. While we were at the bathroom, we both showed negative emotions. Here we can bathe it for farewell. Doesn't that mean I have to strip off my clothes and bathe before? Yeah, I don't feel like it's a bad idea. Instead of the liberation, I slowly remove my clothes, letting them fall to the ground. I cold, damp ill against my naked body and into a shiver. But that feeling of cold is quickly banished as she takes my hand. Come with me, let us both be purified. With no resistance, I let myself be ushered towards the glowing pool. As I submerge myself in the water, a strange sense of calm flows through me. It's as if wherever fog was clouding my thoughts has been lifted. I watch as May web the water to her skin. The dark aura surrounding her begins to dissipate into the air, laying off tiny flickers of light before fading away. Well, it not like I'm doing. It's just like grim and except spiritual. It must be doable, right? But Shemai is as gentle as it's always been. Soon the scene of apprehension vanishes and the cold water seeps into my skin. This is pretty amazing. Any sense of embarrassment and shame I feel as the spirit as it washed away. It is, isn't it? These waters are famous for promoting mental charity. The grim of the soul builds up over years. Most people aren't even aware of it. Yet when it's gone, there's a significant noticeable difference. Whatever lives here, they're intimidating, but they don't seem that bad. They come to understand, like I said. It's happy to remain asleep. I give it the means to do so, and it leaves the force alone. It's a good arrangement, don't you think? I think so. It'd be a shame if something bad would happen to his force. These have happened in the past, and none of them will for the better. But the force continues to live on nonetheless. Nature is resilient. For a while, we just sit there, letting the flowing water soak in. Despite the presence of whoever it is that's there, these caves are strangely tranquil. It feels like I could spend an eternity just lying in these waters and contemplating the mysteries of life. How many places like this have you seen in your travels? Seen? A few. I know there are dozens of places with great spiritual power. I've just never thought I should visit them if I didn't understand them. Hey, wise choice. Some things are better left untouched if you don't understand them. Anyway, the purification ritual is complete. Are you ready to go? Not yet. It's really comfortable here. As do I. There's no rush, I suppose. Just take as much time as you like. That would be great. So, good try would we sat there in quiet luminescence of the pool. After our bath in the pool, we quickly get ready to leave. anxiety I felt earlier is entirely gone. Come then, we shouldn't linger here much longer. I'm sure whatever looks in the mountain is content now. Does it have a name? If it does, it has never told me. I'm sure some of a taboo subject among his spirits. For if someone knows your true name, it gives them power over you. I see. Happy to be leaving the cave behind, I begin to walk ahead. Tell the girl to stay for a moment. I wish to speak for. Those words make me freeze in my tracks. Looking back, I watch us. May you know your eyes. And what do you have to say to her that you cannot say to me as well? She interests me. I see. The atmosphere suddenly becomes extremely tense. Even though I can't see it, I can feel two great forces facing off against each other. I will speak with it alone if it wants. The luck Mayo gives me is favorite surprise. Very well, you may do what you wish. But if any harm comes to it, then I will make you pay a terrible price. It's been far too long since I saw that fire in your eyes. Have taken a shine to your inner as well. After giving me one more concerned look, she was off to give us space. I don't like this, especially the music. What's gonna happen? I will come back for you in a few minutes. As the sound of the force dies out, the oppressive darkness crashes down on me like a great blank landslide. You have courage to stand here alone. That's good. Would you like to take a guess as to why I actually speak with you alone here? I don't know. Try again. There's something you want to tell me? The voice always sighs, though it feels like a minor tremor. Good enough. Her shrine has been empty for decades, hasn't it? She told you? Yes, but I was aware of it before she was. She missed much that happens outside of Autumn. The lives of men and women are fickle, temporary things. You're talking about what happened when she was asleep, aren't you? I see you're beginning to understand. I know what happens. So why are you telling me this? Because the truth with Virgo, even as strong as she is, it's something that bad. Very few things are able to rouse me from my slumber. This was one of them. A warlord swept through the forest. He was a murderous man full of ambition. He decided to run stores of food, but he was refused on the basis that they needed it for their offering for the coming autumn. So he took him by force. Her followers fought bravely, but they were by no means warriors. Those who managed to survive quickly fled those lands where the worship of the great forest god was a black mark against them. They could not stay out of fear for their lives. They tried calling her name, but she could not hear them. The next autumn arrived, and there was none but silence in the heart of her shrine. A lump formed in my throat as I digested the story. What became of that warlord? I broke him in his army. Is that where the stores were? Then the rumor spread that the forest guardian had taken vengeance upon them. She was no longer considered a gentle guardian. And now we are here, 50 years later, and still she does not know the truth. But why would you do that to her? Don't you think she should know the truth? What good would it do her if she did know? Surely you are aware that she cannot walk beyond the edge of the forest. To make her agonize over something she could do nothing about would be more cruel. I guess I still don't follow why you're telling me this then. Because I know that you have spoken to her about the lack of visitors too. I want to let you know why you should keep quiet about the subject. You know, for a timid being living under a mountain, you seem to be pretty concerned about her. Timid as I may be, you do not stay around her for this many years without her rubbing off on you. It's only natural that I wish for her to be at peace so that I may too remain at peace. I see. Have said all that I need to. You may go. Okay, rest peacefully. I shall. Perhaps I'll see you again someday. We'll see. I'm a nomad after all. Enjoy it while you can. After a few minutes of silence, may you appear again. I'm here, Anna. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. Nothing bad happens. I see. I'm glad then. We should get going. There's nothing else for us to do here. She takes my hand and begins to guide me out the cave. The entire time, I can't help but mull over what I just been told. Should she know the truth, or should she remain ignorant about it? Perhaps what he really wanted is for me to find out the right way to tell her. The sun is still by the time we get to the shrine. May spawns out on the for when the sunlight struck into her body. It's good to be away from there. It's just a grand place, don't you think? Very. Has whoever's under there ever woken up before? Not since I've been the guardian of this forest. Some like to say there were times it rampaged through these lands and destroyed everything in its path. But the truth of things is lost in legends. I can't help but notice how she's parching her legs. Despite myself, I cannot pull my eyes away. Are you enjoying the view? Those 5 words are enough to make me flush with embarrassment. Sorry. She lets out a party laugh. I should apologize. It's no habit of mine. Katrina such as myself are well-known tricksters. I often did things in my youth that made other people very uncomfortable. She sits up and I can no longer see underneath her kimono. Things like that. And petty pranks. I want you to place a man's hat with a bird's nest. Jeez, that's terrible. He didn't notice until he had a very angry spirit of pecking at his ears. I can't help but laugh at the at the mental image. But you grew out of it eventually. Just like humans shouldn't grow up, so do we spirits. Although time was different for us, we learned that we must eventually put aside childish pleasures and accept responsibility. That's just how things must be. I still don't feel like I've grown up, you know. Every time I go wandering, all I can think about is what my parents would think about my... All I can think about is what my parents would think about my travels and if I'm doing the right thing. No, that was a mouthful. I had to really like read that again. Come to think of it, do spirits have parents? Where do you come from? To be honest, I don't know. It's always been a mystery to me. You don't know a lot of things. Her eyes seem to go unfocused like she's deep in a dream. I can tell that she's somewhere else right now. Once again, I find myself reflecting on what I learned in the caves. Shall I really let her leave in ignorance? Isn't it wistful not to know what became of her beloved followers? She seemed to notice the troubled look on my face. Is something the matter? That's not, just thinking about something. What did it tell you? I can't tell you right away. Right now. I see. Normally I expect her to coax it out of me, but she seems to sense that it's something which I don't want to discuss. Not now. You must remember that the beat on the mountain enjoys to tell lies at times. It's never told me the same story twice about who or what it really is. One story was that they were demon prince excited to be bound under the mountain forever. Another was that they were a Tinky who possessed such martial prowess that the gods insist for them. I can't believe everything you told. Her words make me feel a little better, but I know in my heart that the voice was in line. It made every word a sin. If you say so. I'm just a bad liar, Amano. My job revolves around haggling and tune, bill-faced lies to people in order to the profit. I can't lie to her. No, not to her. So, what else do you need to do before winter comes? Many things. The garden's work is never done. Being awake for only one season every year means that a lot of cluttered bits are on my way. Kind of like how someone puts off doing the laundry. Exactly, it's something which becomes a bigger tax as time goes on. Do you know why you can only stay awake in autumn? Our spirits are far more sensitive to the seasons than humans are. Have some affinity for autumn. It's been my season for as long as I can remember. Some spirits are only active during the spring or the summer or even winter. I don't think there are any sort of mystery to it. When she puts it that way, it really does seem like a mystery. Doesn't seem like a mystery. It's just like how different plants and animals respond to the seasons. My parents used to tell me stories about the fairy folk in our lands. The fairies would always be seen in summer because that was the time for making merry and having banquets with the other denizens of the woodlands. But it begs the question as to whether or not fairies are real. Maybe it's just as real as I am. So what other kinds of spirits and beings are out there? Well, if every legend and story we were told were actually true. Anna? Yes? I was worried for a moment. Has your fever been bothering you though? Not that she mentions it, the fever hasn't bothered me lately. Perhaps I just wasn't noticing it. One often forgets about the weakness and pain when they are distracted. No, actually I've been feeling much better. I don't think I'm ready to be travel yet, but still, you've nursed me well. I'm glad to hear that. Nursing the feverish back to health is sometimes a hard task. Knew my villagers would bring the sick to the shrine during the autumn, for they knew they would be in good hands. I'm not surprised. Every time she speaks about the past, I feel a pain in my chest. What was said in the cave once again goes to my mind. I wonder why they told me that. I do not think it was to deter me from finding out more or keeping her in the dark myself. Perhaps I need to go outside the forest. Maybe I should visit the nearby villages and ask more about what happened here. The being under the mountain might be alive, but there might be a grain of truth to it. My mind snaps back to the present when I realize Mario has stopped talking. My mind is somewhere else again. Remember that you can share anything with me. I can keep any secret safe. Please, it's fine. I'm just mulling over how much I can trade my spices for. Golden spices pop low in the winter due to the warm, tingling sensation it leaves in the body. That does sound like it would be popular. You have quite a sizable amount too. Yes, to be honest, if this sale is successful, I could have enough money to retire with. But I don't know what I would do after that. Whatever you want, the store of freedom is a real treat when you get it. Spend it, keep it, invest it, go on the whim, wherever you please. Her usual bright smile curls on her lips as she looks at me. I'm certain that whatever you choose to do, it will bring happiness. Hope that I will. There's a feeling like a heavy stone in my stomach. Both of us are acting as if I'm just going to leave and that will be the end of our acquaintance. But what if I don't want to go? It's only in the last few minutes that the idea occurred to me that I might want to stay on. For someone who's never been set in one place for much of my life, the idea is new and frightening. I've been to rich cities, shining like bright jewels under the stars, but nothing about them made me want to stay. Yet here, I'm being drawn close to her, almost like a magnetic pull. With how quick my recovery has been, I think I could still make it to Gilded Pool in the next few days. But I don't want to wash on my way anymore. I want to stay for just for a while. Oh, I just remembered something. I think you could use a nice massage. Her words are so nonchalant that it catch me off guard. What kind of massage? The good pleasurable kind. A special herbal massage for some senses oils. It's very good for relaxation, and it's hit people with their fevers in the past. Would you like to try it? The thought of laying your hands on me again sends me a shiver of anticipation down my spine. Yes, I would like that, may you? Set this way then. It will take me a few minutes to get the oil ready. Well, a second thought, she makes me lay down on the futon. But won't the futon get dirty? If it does, I'll just wash it. And I'm sure nobody will mind having the futon smell of lavender, don't you think? Go get that water, because I have a feeling that there's going to be another sexy scene popping up soon. So I'm just going to get a drink real quick. That's some good water. So I think when I'm recording. Oblivious were the only ones here, and I don't think it was mine to smell lavender. Okay. You just lie down there, and I'll be right back. I lie there as she walks off in complete silence, unsure if she's actually gone or not. I discard my clothes and wait. One thing that bothers me about the shrine is just how silent it is. Whenever I'm in here, I can't hear anything from the woods outside. What did I say? Because I think it's been a minute. I think last time I saved was in the cave. Yeah. Shrine. Yep. And when it's too quiet, I start thinking too much. And when I start thinking too much, that's when the real trouble starts. I open and feel her hand pressed against my back. Oh, my apologies. I've been living by myself for too long. Hers are warm and slippery. The wind's distinct smell of lavender fills the room. How is it? Too hot? Too cold? It's fine. Then why don't we get started? To my surprise, I feel her own big body pressing down against mine. Yeah. That's right, yeah. I knew. From head to toe, her skin is light and slippery, strong like smelling oil. It creates a strong, frictionless sensation against my skin as she rubs her body against mine. As she leans forward, I feel her huge breast and hard nipples pushing against my back. I try to squirm out of the way, but I can't move under her weight. All my movements do is make her body slide all over me. A hard burning feeling goes all the way through me, igniting from wherever our bodies make contact. Do you have to be on top of me? This isn't like any of the shots I've had before. But don't you enjoy it more this way, Anna? I say for just feeling my hands. She leans forward, her lips right next to my ear. Her tongue comes out and gives it a small lick. I can feel her crotch rubbing along one of my legs. One side of me is furiously blushing with shame, wanting that more to get away from whatever's going on. And yet, it's the nice side that just wants to give in and let her do whatever she pleases. The latter eventually wins the tug of war in my mind. I let myself relax on her caress. Good girl, let me take care of you. Her hands slide everywhere, from the origin of my skin until there's no friction at all. She's buried me in a helm of warm, oily soft flesh. My precious place between my legs is so hot I can feel it dripping in anticipation. Slowly her ministrations force me to moan, practically from frustration, partially from arousal. As she's rubbing her body over mine, she's expertly avoiding touching where I want her to touch me so desperately, all the while pleasuring herself using my leg. In due time, her response only serves to fill my arousal even further. Each movement of her body drives me my crucial. Wherever her fingers or nipples on her clit touch me, everywhere she touches me feels like it's on fire. I noticed though, she's like, oh, well, first of all, her tail is red, the tip of her tail is red, and she has a little tail dean at the bottom of her hair, like a tie. Didn't notice that before. It's like exceptionally more cute than you see with her normal portraits. There you is. Plus, it almost makes you want to cry with joy, but I'm doing everything in my power to not let it out. Let yourself go. It feels incredible, but you're not touching well. Don't teach me like that, please. Touch me down there too. I want to feel good with you. Her voice, she adjusts herself slightly, finally allowing her body to rub against my circle red crotch. It seems that she's been holding back as well, because when we finally start to indulge in each other, her calm demeanor started to crack as she moans escapes from her lips. That's a good girl. Let me do everything. You just lay back and enjoy it, okay? I nodded vigorously, doing what I can't hold myself back. All for Tyson had already brought me to the edge, and I wanted nothing more than ride everything out together for. I want to come together with you. Please, let's feel good together. Immediately, Mia's movement started to speed up, pushing both of us beyond the points of no return. And that's what happens. Both of us come at the same time, violently bending over one another on the bed. She looks down at me, satisfied for work. Satisfied? Okay. Moments later, my eyes closed, and I fall into a deep slumber. I slept more soundly than I had in years after her massage. I wake up feeling fresh, the haze on my feet are barely noticeable. May is nowhere to be seen this morning, but there's still one ball of rice pussed next to my futon. I slowly eat it, spoonful by spoonful, taking the time to collect my thoughts. As I do, I begin formulating a plan. When she goes out for one of her rounds, I'm going to visit a village near the forest. The issue now is that I have no idea where any of the villages are located, nor am I familiar enough with the area to know where I'm going. Of course, the easier option would be to just add to where they are. So I obviously wonder why I'm asking in the first place, but from what I know, she's too polite to press on me on it. I feel pain of guilt on my chest as I think about not telling her the truth. I need to work out what really happened in this forest 50 years ago. If her followers had died, she would have known, right? Based on what I know, I can't believe they died peacefully and moved on to the afterlife. They would have been drawn to the battlefield. Frustrated, I tried over and over to figure out what's missing though. How could that many people disappear in such a short amount of time if they weren't killed? There's that same intense look on your face. Good morning, Mayu. Somehow I've gotten used to her sudden appearances. You appear to be even better than you were yesterday. It's amazing what some Western rice puss can kill, isn't it? It sure is. Suddenly, she scoops up the empty bowl. Hey, Mayu, do you know where the villages around the forest are located? I have a few ideas, but I'm only able to see as far as the trees can. And how far can they see? About as far as a human can. What do you want to know? There's the question I was anticipating. I need to get a better idea of my surroundings. There's a chance I'll come through this area again if I haven't been able to find a decent landmark school maps. There might not be a week next time I come, though, so I need to know where I'm going and how to get through the woods safely. Will it come by here again? Oh, that question caught me off guard. She said it so quietly that I barely heard it. There's always a chance. When you're a merchant, you never know where your feet will take you. This seems to satisfy her. I see. If that's the case, I'll tell you what I can. I'm surprised they've had like sex and everything twice. Well, first time they had sex, the second time they just fingered. But the first time, maybe just fingered her, and the second time they had sex where they both climaxed. But I'm surprised that, I mean, obviously Ina's gonna stay. I don't think she has any anticipation to actually leave. But I'm surprised Mayu has done all this before. Sexual stuff when she knows she thinks she's gonna leave, even though I mean I don't know. Maybe she's just in heat because she hasn't had sex in a long time. I'm actually also want to know how to navigate the forest road, if you wouldn't mind. Well, I have a few needs I need to do, but we can work on that this afternoon. Hope that won't be an issue. Not at all. I'm not going to roll in a hurry. My lips move ever so slightly into the form of a smoke. That's funny. When you first woke up from your fever, all you could speak of was that you was in a hurry and need to get going right away. Well, you said I can't travel and get a porch on battle. I sure was the right? That's right. She seems to approve of my observation. Well then, I shall return in a few hours. Don't get into too much trouble on my way. You know me, always a troublemaker. I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Farewell. I like the dynamic they have now. They seem a lot more jokingly close. Like a shadow put on her line, she's gone. I lay back on her futon, reluctant to leave the warm covers. Every day's a little bit colder than the last. I haven't been keeping track of time, but winter can't be too far away. Which means I need to say my business here before it's too late. Afternoon comes much faster than I expected. A serious maid who fetched me, we head out into the forest. Along the path, she points out landmarks and particular trees for me to use as points of reference. That's Stobart. He's a rather surly chief. He really doesn't like company. You want to walk north of his lowest branch to reach a village on the side of the forest. On the side of the forest. North of the lowest branch, got it. Her knowledge of the forest's emissions. He seems to know every stone, tree, bush, and creatures within its confines. Well, she's been in the same forest for years upon years upon years. Probably hundreds. She would know the forest pretty well. Even before only being able to be awake about 25% of that year. It seems to have a name for every single one of them too. Stout bark, my bad. Green leaf, steel boots. The path has become familiar to me too. As wide, untended, and worn as it is, the path and stones are still there. Each one is a clue to find the next, and each path leads out of the forest eventually. You have such a distant look on your face since we came back from the caves. Whatever they told you must be weighing heavily on your mind. Well, yes. There's no point in denying something so obvious. She would see through it right away. I wonder what it could have been. I wish I could tell you. A small frown forms on her face as I say that. What a troublemaker that being is. Willie should give them a name, referring to them as that being is get a little green. They weren't like that. Like I told you before, names are an important thing for beings. You would find us casually attaching a name to it as a grave offense. I don't know much about spiritual. I'll just have to take her word for it. No, I did notice this originally when we went to the cave. Now, it makes me wonder, is Mayu's name, is that her real name? Because she did kind of give Anna her name. So, doesn't that kind of contradict everything? I mean, it's human and fox, so it's not like between spirits. But, I mean, still. I mean, maybe it's just because Anna's not a spirit, so she's a human, so it doesn't bother her. I think this is something similar to that. But, I'm just leaving me thinking. But that is besides the point. Don't let them deceive you. They sometimes enjoy telling a convincing lie, since no one else has come in such a long time. I'm sure they won't miss an opportunity. She said that before, and it didn't convince me then. It still doesn't. Unfortunately, if I want to lay this affair to rest, then I have to piece together a story for myself. There's been someone who remembers what happened in the forest 50 years ago, right? The village I visited along the way probably won't do much good, but there are other villagers I can trust. Someone out there has to know. We eventually reach the forest edge. Mayo looks out beyond the boundary pensive. There it is. The village should be just over the hill over there. She points with one finger. I wonder how they're doing. This is where most of the villagers used to come. Are your families doing okay? Have they had lots of grandchildren? Oh, usually the meaner's gone. She's actually fretting over this. I don't come here because I know there was a little I could do to find out. But I can't help but worry about them. It's then that everything seems to fall into place. Why don't I go and have a look? For the first time, I see a stern look on her face. But if your fever, if they're as close as you say they are, then my fever should be a problem. I won't be gone long, just long enough to see how they're doing. That should be a problem, right? Besides, I owe you plenty of favors. I tried to make it sound nonchalant. Quietly, she looks at the hill, her eyes distant, dreamlike. I would be eternally grateful if you could do that for me, Anna. Then wait here, what? Then wait right here. I'll be back before you. Oh, okay. And then she pushes me in the big gigantic boost and practically evade me. This is a heartwarming moment. You don't have to mention her huge chest. But this feeling is different. I can feel her trembling as she holds onto me. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I take that back. Mayu, what's wrong? I know this sounds ridiculous, but she throws off like that. I'm afraid, Anna. The villagers avoid my force for a reason. They're afraid of me. What would they say when you go over that hill to greet them? What would they do? Are you worried about my safety? I am. If anything were to happen, I won't be able to help you from so far away. If anything goes wrong, please come back here. I think I understand her apprehensive all too well. This is the first time she's going to make contact with anyone outside the forest in years. You know, the first person she's probably seen in decades. Even if I'm not in any immediate danger, the demons we imagine are far more frightening than reality. Mary has had plenty of time to dream of her own demons too. It's scary, isn't it? It is. What strange reverse of roles this is. I return the hug and try to think of the right words to show her. This is something I've had to do much of my life. I'll come back right away if I think anything's wrong, so you don't need to worry about me. Just stay here and keep an eye on me. An eye out for me, okay? Will you? I don't want you to think that I'm holding you here against your will. You'd be fine if you stayed among the villagers. She's scared that I won't come back. Maybe she thinks that I resent being for or taking the opportunity I can't escape. But that could be further from the truth. I'll come back, Mayu. I promise I will. That seemed to make her tremble a little less, but she still holds on tightly to me. Just give me a minute, okay? It's alright. Take as long as you want. Yeah, or virtual walls. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Even someone as old and wise as Mayu has fears that lurk in the back of her mind. It'd be cool of me to tell her that she's being ridiculous. So I quietly hold on to her. After eventually being released from Mayu's embrace, I wander over the hill. I feel her sharp eyes watching me the entire time, waiting with nervous anticipation. As soon as I step out of the side of the forest, that feeling lifts from me. It's a sleepy little village, just like the ones I visited before. I wonder if it's going to be the same village she went to before, but she doesn't remember it. Chilling out playing among the autumn leaves without killing the world. While nobody seems to push me first, it doesn't take long for a pair of eyes to spot with me. The owner of those eyes, an old man, slowly hovers to me. Hello there, young man. Sorry. Young woman, actually. Oh, pardon my manners. Passionately, he flashed me an apologetic smile. So what brings you here? It's not often I get villages around these parts. My mind goes blank when I realized that I hadn't actually thought about what I was going to say. I was traveling through the area and was wondering about an old legend I keep hearing. Though I might be able to help you with that. I am this village's unofficial historian. I can tell you all about this region and the local folklore. Although I want to ask him a flurry of questions right away, I know that I have to be patient and not appear too eager. There are probably wary of strangers around here. I keep hearing about this forest that's just over the hill. When I first came here, people told me to stay away from it during autumn. The old man seems to notice me react as I say that. There was some bad business in there some years ago. There used to be a shrine in there dedicated to the forest garden. There's still a shrine there actually, but I'm not sure if any of the people remember that. I've heard about it. Apparently all of the shrine's visitors disappeared or something about 50 years ago? Not disappeared, no, they were driven from the shrine. A group called themselves Holy Man arrived one day and demanded that everyone stop worshipping false idols. Okay, so I guess maybe this is a little different. Maybe he knows what really happened. Maybe he knows he's not the first Guardian. He's an older man too. Definitely would be over 50. He's probably in the 70s. Knowing that they would be killed if they stayed, the Shrine Villagers vacated and vowed to return when they were safe. I was just a young man when they came through our village, all weary looking and upset. Nora wanted to leave, but they knew that death awaited them if they stayed. Later, when the Guardian woke up and found the shrine completely empty, she took her vengeance on those who drove away her followers. Ever since, nobody dares venture to those woods. I feel that they too will suffer her wrath. Okay, so it's almost the same story, but slightly altered. Instead of the dragon, I'll just say dragon. The mysterious being, I'll say. Instead of mysterious being doing it, they thought the first Guardian did it. Spirits can hold long, irrational grudges, so it's simply better not to travel through the woods during autumn. The kind of spirit who once protected travelers is long gone. It's a shame because I remember when we used to go to that shrine for feast or when we need help. Those gray eyes of Pharaoh will remember us in the gentle melancholy. Well, I guess there's nothing that we can be done about it now. Her father still haven't come back and it's been many, many years. But they will one day, right? Who knows? News doesn't travel from far from his place. As far as I know, the same sect that drove them out of those lands is still there, so it isn't safe for them to return. They probably won't would still be there if it weren't for what the Guardian did. But I already know that it wasn't May who drove those men away. Now the story is starting to make sense. Whoever's living inside the caves can know everything that happens in the woods. It's funny, most witches usually don't hang around here. Where have you been staying? I've been camping in the forest. Taken aback, he looks at me. And nothing's happens. Not that I can tell, it's been very quiet there. Right. Evidently, even he thought it was no longer safe to stay in the woods. Well, you're welcome to stay here if anything happens. We don't have much, but we'll share with you. Thank you, but don't worry about me. If you say so. I'm just letting you know that you don't have to stay there. So, was there anything else you want to know? That was it, thank you. I need to get going, but I promise that I'll visit again if I need to. Very well, you're welcome here anytime. He gives me more smile, but I can tell that he's anxious about the prospect of me spending time alone in the forest. Just don't do anything that will upset the Guardian, okay? I won't, I promise. Shortly I will turn back to the forest edge. I can see Mayu waiting, pacing back and forth. Her face lights up and immediately when she sees me. So how are they doing? They're doing well, Mayu. The children look well fed and there are plenty of families still. Good. I never had a chance to find out what became of that village. You have no idea what this favor means to me, Anna. It's the least I can do for you, Mayu. Knowing that the people she cared about were just out of her reach must have been so heart-wrenching for her. I'm happy that I could help her at ease even a little bit. Do you want me to show you around the resting forest as long as your fever isn't bothering you? Yes, please. With that, Maya graciously bows before me and leads me back along the path. I can't help but look back over the hill thinking about what the old man told me. Even someone who has presumably met Mayu seems to be apprehensive about entering the woods. What can I do to convince them that it's time to come see her? There's that grave. I haven't seen that in a while, actually. Once again, I lie awake at summer fruits on looking up at the shrine ceiling. Mayu always seems to disappear when it's out. No matter where I look, I cannot find her. Even though she's only awake during autumn, surely she needs to sleep a little bit, right? The sweet smell of lavender still permeates my future as I lean back into it. Part of me now associates that smell with. I can feel my cheeks go warm as I think about the early massage. Without even noticing it, one of my hands is sliding between my legs. I feel no shame as I begin to rub between my slit over my penis. Imagine the snow all over She's masturbating, okay. She's starting to become less and less safe, I can tell. I feel like Mayu's gonna see this. Oh, maybe. Well, I feel like she's still gonna see this. I feel like it's gonna happen. I see my fingers slide forward underneath the fabric on my penis. With more than a little excitement, a damp patch begins to form on the futon beneath me. Like I said, I feel like she's still going to, I feel like she's gonna walk in on this, especially since I'm not covering up at all. Some part of me is ashamed that Mayo will let me find out, but another feels even more excited at that prospect. So I'll just continue to play with myself, letting my fingers become drenched in its own nectar. The more of the I remember watching anime that had like love nectars and cookies, and if you guys watch it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what the love nectar spray was called. That's what reminded me of when you see nectar. The more the laughter scene I breathe in, the harder it becomes to concentrate on anything but my own pleasure. I begin to imagine Mayu looking at me, her eyes dancing in excitement as I masturbate right in front of her. She would watch me as I make myself more and more aroused, giving me a look at poor carnal desire. Wanting more stimulation, I started thrusting my hips over my fingers, driving them deeper and more forcefully inside me. Slight groans and gasps begin to escape from my lips involuntarily, even though I try my best to stay quiet. I'm not a pervert, am I? Oh, who would kill if I am one or not? With my other hand, I begin to tease my tense clit, rubbing it ever so gently with my index finger. Even a slight touch is enough to make me moan in response, a lot louder than I would have liked. Doesn't matter me catching me like this. Why wouldn't I want her now? All I want her to do is come over here and press that sweet, curvy, motherly body of hers against mine. Whisper dirty into my ear, tease me with further touch. Both of us exploring each other's bodies, me falling even more full. The orgasm building up inside me is not short of an explosion. I can feel it getting stronger with every stroke of my fingers, every slight caress of my clit. It hurts me with a force I wasn't prepared for, making my entire body shudder and convulse against my will. My neck spears down to my pennies, soaking it, and the futon underneath me is torments. It lasted for far longer than I would have expected it would. After a few good seconds, it gradually dashed back down, and then it cushioned me down. I need to clean up this mess before morning. But it was my favorite moment. After last night's incident, I found that I did not get my sleep. Okay, I guess maybe you never did come. Maybe did find the futon laying out to dry, but she didn't ask any further questions about it. Today she has been busy around the shrine, setting up the decorations and other things. Hey, May, what is this all this for? Oh, it's for the festival. Festival? In the last remaining weeks of autumn, my followers and I will help organize a festival. To bring good fortune in the harsh winter months ahead, among other things. But I like to think of it as a simple excuse to drink, eat, and meet the other villagers. It used to be quite the source of it in the past, you know. She's been so meticulous with her cleaning. There is a single old ornament room or wall she isn't giving her utmost attention to care to. Is there a reason you would have to do this now? Honestly, out of habit. Mostly out of habit. Even if no one turns up to the festival, it's important to keep the tradition alive. Besides, you are here. That means I will have someone to celebrate with this year. Every time she gives me one of her days and smiles, my heart begins to flutter. How is your fever today? You look tired, and I can see your face flushing. I'm fine. The fever's fine too. Alright, I'll take your word on it. So, when does the festival take place? It will be held on the day when the moon waxes full, which is exactly 5 days from now. The moon was complete dark the night before I entered these woods. Just how much time has passed since then? Feels like time itself works differently here. I have not been keeping track of the passage of days at all. With you around, it feels like time has passed so much more quickly. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I imagine that time passes very slowly when you are by yourself. It's not too bad. I do have plenty to keep me busy after all. There's always some area to wander, some room to clean. As if to emphasize her point, she picks up a porcelain vase and gives it a good polish. Once her plastic sparks in the sunlight, she puts it back on its place proudly. Look at that! Isn't that the nicest vase you've ever seen? It's a nice vase. The quality and craftsmanship is excellent. You could sell it for a hefty price in the gilded point, yeah. Definitely much in the trade. Luckily, you're not trying to steal everything either. It doesn't look like she's the stealing type, just the merchant type. Trading and selling. But some things have a value that you cannot put in coin. This vase has been here for a very long time, and I've grown a bit attached to it. It's actually the first vase I polish every year before the festival. As with all the good things, you should start off on the right foot with anything you do. She takes one more look over the vase. Oh, I miss a smell. What a shame. With another quick polish, she removes her blemish. So, is there anything I can do to help? Don't worry, I can handle all of the preparations by myself. But wait, let me think. 2 people will probably be better than one if we want everything ready in time. If either countries and forms of concentration features. Ah, yes, that would actually be a good idea. If you could help me with getting all the guest rooms cleaned up, that would be fantastic. Who knows, maybe everyone will come back in time. And we wouldn't want them to be staying in dirty rooms now, would we? Not at all. I don't want to say it. I don't want to crush the hope of us. Alright, let's get started then. Remember, if you start feeling faint or dizzy, make sure you sit down and have a nice cup of tea. I will. She hands me a clean cup and points to where I need to go. As I went into the room, a plan begins to form in my mind. So, she's organizing a festival, but showing me for a lot of different people, but so far the only attendees will be the 2 of us. She also holds on to a hope that someone may turn up this year. Maybe, just maybe. What if I went around to the villages and convinced them to come? Overcoming 50 years of stupid persistence, strong the forest would be difficult to achieve, however. Think, how can I do this? I'll have to go there by myself, but Leah will immediately notice if I'm missing. Maybe she won't. She's clearly going to be busy over the next couple of days. If I'm going to succeed anywhere, it will be with that old man in the village. Yes, I know what I'll do. May sits aside during a brief moment rest after cleaning. So I'm gonna head out to that village again. Really? Why is that? She seems genuinely surprised. I was just thinking that I could go trade for some things that we can't get here at the shrine. Do you have any need replaced? For the second time that day, her expression is one of deep conversation. We have lost a lot of courtesy over the last few years, I must admit. And we most surely do not have enough of them for an entire shrine full of guests. So if you could, I would appreciate if you could find some. I know that villages use a trade for such things. I will try my best. If they don't have it, then we'll try the next village. Does it sound good? To my surprise, she doesn't respond. May you? Wouldn't they get suspicious? If they are afraid of the woods, then how would they react to you? For the first time, I catch a glimpse of the pit beneath the surface. Something happened in these woods, I know that much. Something terrible. I do not want you to get hurt because of my bad reputation. There must be a reason why they fear me so much. But maybe it's just a simple misunderstanding. Please, may you? I'll be fine. We've been over this. A sigh escapes from my lips, heavy with reluctance. You're right. We have been over this before. I'm sorry, Anna. I should not let just feels get to me. It's alright, I'll be back soon. As I walk away, I look back at her. She is so fucking adorable. I care. I prefer cat girls, that's my thing. Which I have a game I do play recording with cat girls in it, but it's not out yet. So it's not Nico Power, no words, nothing like that. But I may record that one day. But Fast Girls might be my second favorite. I paused a million still at the site. I have a direct view of her. Oh, I didn't even notice that. It would have been bad because I would have showed this in there with that there still. I didn't even notice that. It's completely in sight. It's the way it is. It's not that bad, but it's completely in sight. Have a direct view of her kimono, and I've just realized that she hasn't been wearing any panties this whole time. Her pink, delicious looking vagina is plainly revealed to me. For a brief moment, her gaze is elsewhere, and she hasn't noticed my blatant staring. When she does finally notice, a pressure look forms her face. Where is it, Ella? Are you feeling alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I was just thinking about something. About what? You can be open with me about anything that's on your mind. I'm here for you, Ella. Of course, I'll let you know, but it isn't anything important, really. A deep sense of guilt settles in my stomach, as heavy as a lump of granite. Yeah, there's something so intensely erotic about how unreal she is and what she's doing. I really am a hopeless pervert, aren't I? I was supposed to be on my way back by now, but just look at what I'm doing. Does it have something to do with me? No, it's not that. It's in that the smile forms on the face. Devilish? That seems like she's like really, I don't know what to call it. She seems really shy, bashful maybe. So how long are you gonna keep looking at my kimono? Oh, I'm busted. Are you really that surprised by what you see? My voice catching my door. She knew all along. Even more beers than I was before I tried to extend out an excuse. Oh, come on. Oh, come now. It's perfectly normal not to roll any animal with a Camino, right? I should have told you that before. It's far more comfortable too. You should give it a try sometime. She's teasing me again. I'm sorry that I looked, okay? Just be honest with your feelings. You have none you need to apologize for. Who might try too hard to be what they're actually feeling? Oh, I can't hear this anymore. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Anyway, I'll be off now for real. Be back soon, okay? She stiffens a giggle and pushes him. Okay, Anna. I'll be waiting for you. And I'm completely serious about wearing no underwear. You'll enjoy it. Right, got it. I'm off now. Bye. Goodbye. She waves at me as I quickly escape this embarrassing situation. I can't even be mad at her because I was the one who stared. As I wander away, I hear a few last words from her. Oh, to be young. The ridge is much the same as I left it. Children still playing around among the autumn leaves. The old man I saw before shuffles up to me. Did you just come out of the forest? That's right, I did. Well? There was a long pause. Did you see anything in there? What do you mean? Maybe the guardian? Is she still there? What would you say? What would you say if I told you I did? Once again, he paused for a moment, thinking carefully. If she's still there, is she still angry? She never was in the first place. But the slaughter. It did happen, but it wasn't her. Who was it then? Something that is currently dormant. She isn't vengeful or wrathful at all. In fact, she doesn't even know what happened to her followers. She simply woke up to find the shrine empty. Do you know how lonely she has been without any visitors in these past 50 years? With some gear on his face, he looks away from me. No one has actually been there to see her all this time. I have been the first in a long time. There was a pained look in his eye. I should have known better. But the fierce run in those days kept everyone away. Now everyone thinks that the forest is an evil and dangerous place. I've been a complete fool. But you can help make things right, can't you? Do you remember the festival? Right, the festival! Is she still hosting it? She has been hosting it every year. Even as we speak, she's preparing for guests who are never going to attend. Or maybe some guests will actually come this year. There was a sparkle inside as he catches the meaning of what I'm saying. Oh, I see. Listen, my old boys aren't really good for walking, and maybe it would be better if you kept things as a surprise for. I am gonna try and get the word around, but I don't know how many people will come with me. Even if it was just you who came to join us, I'm sure that would lift your spirits. It's a deal then. I shall see what I can do. Is there anything else you need while you were here? I promised I was going out to buy some cutlery for the shrine. I'd better return with some. We might have some that we can spare, I think. How much do you owe me? How much do I owe you, I think is the... None at all. Are you sure? More sure than I have ever been before. Alright, thank you. I returned to the shrine to let short breath. The fever came back to me in the last few minutes, making me sweat heavily despite the cold on me. Maybe it's rain from here, eyes rolling. Anna, is everything alright? Yeah, I'm good. But I stumble a bit. I just need some rest, that's all. Oh, I'm such a fool. I knew I shouldn't have let you push yourself like this. Her tone is reproachful, but not towards me. If something happened to you, I am fine, Mayu. Look, I got your cutlery. The cutlery is nice, but what would be nicer is if you would get some rest. Without so much as not a word, she ushered me inside and quickly laced me down the futon. Asphira, what am I gonna do with you? You shouldn't hurt yourself for my sake. I just wanted to return the favor to you. You have been so patient with me and so gentle. The fever is making my head spin. Mayu just shakes her head at me. Oh, and her hand brushes lightly against my cheek. You wait right here. I'll go get some fresh water. As she disappears, a smile forms on my face. Sure, I don't feel well right now, but I cannot wait to see the look on her face when the festival comes. The days leading up to the festival pass by quickly, filled with small ailments and gathering ingredients. Mayu didn't let me leave my future for a good day or two before she was certain that I wasn't going to faint just from walking. Now it's finally the day of the festival. She got me to dress up as a shrine maiden. I don't mind. There's no one else she could do it after all. Maybe someone is coming this year? But even if they aren't, we can have a festival with just the two of us, can't we? Of course we can. And it makes a really cute shrine maiden, but her kimono is very short compared to Mayu's. Maybe because Mayu's maybe much taller. For some reason, the chill in the air is particularly biting tonight. It's as if winter knows that it's almost time for its introduction. After a few more minutes, Mayu just stands up. Well, maybe not this year then. Are you ready to eat? The steward should be... The sentence dies on her tongue as she looks out among the trees. What is it, Mayu? Lights. I see lights among the trees. Not the lights of fireflies either. Every word she speaks seems to tremor with longing. Is it... Could it be... Have they come back? Eventually, she sees the lights come closer towards the shrine. A long procession of people are walking along the paths, led by a familiar-looking old man. When he sees the shrine, his eyes light up. It's still here, even after all this time. Speechless, May just watches the number of villagers approach her. Forest Guard, we have come to pay our respects. Sorry, I'm just saying this is actually making me tear up because she's waited for 50 years, and 50 years went by, nobody's came. And it was the first one, and after all this time, people finally show back up. So it's making me a little teary-eyed. Please, let us feast at your table tonight if you will have us. For a moment, there was a visible tension among the group, as if they were waiting to flee at any moment. Slowly, as the initial shock disappears from her face, Mayu's eyes closed quietly. You are always welcome at my table, no matter what day it is. She bows before all of them. I'm not a vengeful spirit, nor am I a wrathful guardian. You are my family, and you are always Ruby. The tension in the air dies almost immediately. Filled with joy smiles on the faces, the procession continues inside the shrine. With an uncomfortable smile, Mayu turns around towards me. So this is what you were doing. Yeah, I do up a map for them to follow through the woods. Let's waste no time then. We have a guest. We have guests we must attend to. Haven't seen her happy in the entire time I have been here. The shrine is abuzz with activity. Children playing, people laughing and talking excitedly. Cups and bowls clattering. For the first time in 50 years, Mayu isn't alone for the festival. She has been the most graceful host. She has served bottles of wine, which she has kept at the shrine for years. Neither has any cup been empty. I like that Leia. Leia CG2. Her expression is of unbridled joy. So tell me, you didn't know what happened to your followers? No, but I always suspected that they were driven from these lands. Even though they have not returned, I hope they are happy now wherever they are. For some small sips of taste the wine from my cup. I'm not one to drink much, but tonight's a special night. Now, and don't drink that much. It might upset your fever. Okay, if it puts you at ease. Well, she doesn't seem unhappy. She now hears about the truth of what happened here all those years ago. Thus, with incredible eagerness, she soaks up every bit of news and gossip she can from the dinner table. Even the more tasty stories that some of the one villagers told her made her laugh and ask for more. This is heartwarming in every way. If I can get my mouse still. I'm kind of straight. It's kind of hard on them, so it's kind of hard to control the mouse. Even the more tasty shrines that some of the what villagers told her made her laugh and ask for more. What pleases me the most is that any illusion they had about her being a vengeful spirit had been destroyed. The villager sitting next to me pipes up. You're telling me that we've been missing out on feasting like kings for years? Dang it, why did someone go into the forest to figure out what the deal was? Well, now you know better, don't you? It should feed you very well. Here's try, gracious hosted. He raises his cup, sloshing some of his contents onto the table. Maya simply laughs. When she has a moment to herself, she finally turns to me. And thank you for making this happen. They were so close yet so far a reach. Don't worry about it, Mayu. Her smile is so warm as she looks at me. I really do love you, you know. Surprised I spit out some of the wine out of my mouth in response, blessing for mercy. That was a quick one. Seriously? Why would I do things with you if I didn't like you? But she puts a finger over my lips. Lying for the company, we'll talk about it later. For now, drink and be merry with the others. She's right, it's not something to talk about in front of strangers. So the night continues, filled with warmth, light, less food, great drinks, and good company. The entire time, all I could do was keep reflecting on those words she said to me. I really do love you, you know. 7 later words, yet they have been firmly embedded themselves in my heart. Most of the guests opted to stay the night, finding fair enough the majority of guests best fit within the shrine. After all done, clearing out, it's just me again. Strangely enough, I have not seen May today. Then again, I slept in late due to drinking a little too much wine last night. A temporary headache drops from my temples. I should have been moderate with my drinking. May you? I stumbled out of my futon. There's no bowl wise purse to be found around my futon this time. Where did she go? Is everything okay? Maybe she's just on some ill in the forest again? I head outside to fetch some water for myself. The sun and coast Splashing off the water against my face helps splash some of the haziness away. I think I really did drink too much. There are bits of last night I don't remember. Unless, I mean, winter is coming close, right? So, maybe she's in hibernation again? I didn't do anything embarrassing, did I? Surely I would remember if I did, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were awake. Oh, okay. So, I would have been like, that would have been a crappy ending. The thing that worries me the most is that if they get together, they both love each other, well, Mayu has to go back to sleep during 3 seasons, right? So how would that relationship work? You're going to see him like, and they're going to see Mayu 1/4 of the year, and then, I mean, I guess you could go merchant and traveling and then settle, back to the shrine, in autumn, but I don't know. With a smile on my face, I turned around to look over. Mayu? I can't help but stare at her. Oh, she's got white hair. I saw that image like on Steam, and I thought maybe this was a new fox, like maybe a waifu kind of thing, but no. No longer is it the color of autumn leaves, but it has become white as driven snow. What's wrong with your hair, Mayu? Oh, do not worry. It always does that after the festival. Winter is not far away, you know. My second hair seems to dent in the wind, looking like small strands of clouds billowing from her head. Looks so tired, too. Her weariness is so plainly obvious. She moves far more slowly and she seems less attentive. I'm just a bit sleepy. But I still have things to do. I just need to take a little bit more time doing them, that's all. I could help you now. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Thank you. There's a lot we need to do about the shrine. Especially after last night. Part of me wants to bring up what she talked about last night, but somehow I think better of it. Cleaning the dishes, sweeping rooms, that sort of thing. That's right. We do not have a priest here anymore, so I must rely on you this time, Anna. I'm sorry that I must ask more of you, even after everything you've done for me. No, think none of it. I'll get to work right away. After plates of food that need washing and organizing, I'll work on distractions for my thoughts by now. As I fall into rhythm, however, it's then that I start thinking about Mayu. Does that really happen every time winter approaches? She must be getting ready to go back to sleep. To think of the amount of time that has passed since she first found me in the woods. But I don't want her to go, not yet. There's still so much someone to talk to her about. Despite how cheerful last night was, I cannot shake off this anxiety. Time is running out. I don't want it to run out. I want to be found before. I want to be before for a bit longer. I know that I'm repeating that to myself, but I can't help how I feel. Like in her usual silent grace, I hear Mayu come into the room I'm cleaning. You don't need to be so frantic. Your viewer might come back. And I know that you're nursing the hangover too. You must look after yourself, Anna. I'm fine, Mayu. Better than ever. As bad as I feel about lying to her, I do not want her to push herself too hard either. So I focus on the work, doing my best not to look at her hair. As much as I want to deny, autumn is disappearing. Most of the trees have dropped off their leaves by now. Carpets in the forest floor with a vivid pattern of red, yellow, and orange hues. My thoughts are as moody and dark as the sky above me. I'm fairly certain that I have the strength to make it to get a port with how I feel right now. My spices are still here, just as tasty as they were when I first stepped into the forest. The money I could make from selling them will be not short of fortune. It probably might make me one of the richest people in Gilded Ports. But will it make me happy? To my surprise, I hear the floorboards behind me creaking. Hello, Anna. May I take a seat? It's your shrine, not mine. It's just as much as your shrine I say is mine. I disagree, but feel free to sit next to me. Like her usual grace, she seems to really drop herself next to me. She lets out a weary sigh. She seems drawn to her clothes. There's been a good on the show. We need to start thinking about how we get you to Gilded Port. Do you think you'll be able to make it by yourself? I think I'd be strong enough to go soon. I see. There's a long drawn out silence as we both just sit there side by side. I suppose that means that you have to start packing when you're ready. How far is it to this port, do you think? According to my map, I'll estimate about 2 days travel once I'm out of the forest. I know my way around the forest now, so I should be able to find my way westward. That's good to hear. Despite how casually we're talking to one another, we can both tell that there's more to it than what we're saying. Will you be busy tonight? I have something that I want to show you. It's a nice secret of the shrine. It is a nice secret of the shrine. Why tonight? Can we go right now? You will see why. There was a knowing grin on her face. When she gives me that look, I know that I won't be able to get a single whisper out of her. Okay, I'm looking forward to it then. Time passes slowly, but dawn has just crept into the sky. But he has remained tight-lipped about where she plans to take me. It makes me anxious. I keep trying to guess where it might be. Maybe she has some sort of special place he takes her lovers. Oh, I need to stop. She would think I have a fever getting a fish to take me down. The last thing I need for me is for me to worry about me right now. It's for her to worry about me right now. Sure enough, I hear her walking towards the entrance. She isn't moving for usual grace anymore, but at least she's still moving. She's getting tired. And I didn't keep you waiting, did I? Not at all. Truthfully, I've been unable to do anything other than patiently wait the whole day. Shall we get going then? We shall. Could you take my arm, please? Your arm? Yes, I am feeling a bit tired, so I may need some help to walk the entire distance. Now I'm beginning to understand why she works so hard to finish her duties before she becomes like this. Okay, Mayu, go ahead. Her arm slips around mine reassuringly. Do not worry, we shall not walk too far. It's knowing where to walk that is the problem. I know these words pretty well by now. You know them, but at the same time you do not know them. I don't understand. You will see, in time. Come on. She weakly pushed on my arm, urging me to start walking. I still don't follow what she means, but I'll trust her. To my surprise, we walk along the shrine in a circle. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Mayu then turns around and starts walking towards the path. Somehow, the shrine looks different. The same applies with the path. Mayu? Yes? What's happening? Why does it look different? We walked into another world. But how? I am afraid it's not something I could explain so easily. It would take you years of training to walk like that. It comes naturally to me because I am a spirit. I opened my mouth to speak, but didn't think better of it. We began to walk along the wooded path. I don't know how to explain this, even after all these years. A sudden burst of pain goes through my veins, and those ways can lead us to places unseen by mortal eyes. Eventually we emerged through the trees. An ancient oak tree as large as a palace stands before us. For a moment all I could do is look upon it with awe. What do you think of the tree? Does it seem special to you? It looks like an ordinary tree. Is it really an ordinary tree though? It feels like she's testing me. I don't know, it could just be an ordinary tree. But I'm guessing it's not? You would be right, it's not. Eventually we emerge out of the woods with a source of light in front of us. There are few mortals which have ever laid eyes on that one. Countless fireflies dance around its branches, illuminating every leaf and twig. I know you deal in treasures and jewels, so what I wanted to give you is something more valuable than both. A memory. There are a few mortals who have ever laid eyes on one, okay? But these are really ever what they seem first. I definitely learned that after spending so long in the forest. Do you know that time passes different here too? What do you mean? We've only been away from the shrine for a few minutes, right? No, it looks different as far as I can see. Just watching you will see. It's in that Mayu makes a strange gesture at the sky. Dust now sweeps across in an instant, the clock of night wrapping itself over the forest. For a moment all I see is darkness. Mayu, are you dear? What's going on? I try to keep the panic out of my voice. Everything is fine. And just give it time to settle in. Give what time to settle in? I don't understand. Just be patient. If you simply sit still and watch, sometimes the answer will come to you by itself. The darkness then gives way. A warm light glows from within the oak, casting gentle shadows around it. Fireflies are lazily dancing around the tree, nesting deep within its roots. Mayu smiles at me warmly. Well, you seem to be impressed. What you're looking at is a piece of the world when it was still young. Or at least that is what I think it is. So much time has passed since then. What do you think? It's beautiful. More beautiful than anything I've ever seen before. It most certainly is. There was a time where these trees grew everywhere. She then turns to me, her hands wrapped in mine. Did your hair change colors because at a different time? Because it's orange, not white. I did pay attention to her look when it was in the text box. So I don't know if maybe it changed back. Those curious fireflies sit around us, casting a warmth ember light on our surroundings. On the while, her eyes look deeply into mine as if she's reading the story of my very soul. Anna, I want to ask you, what do you think your travels will come to an end? You have always wandered far from home, slept in unfamiliar places, trading strange goods. Will it ever be over for you? I don't know. If I am lucky, this trip might be my last one. The idea had not really set in my mind yet. The spices I'm carrying are the most precious cargo I've ever had. They are worth at least 20 twice the weight in gold coins. They will make me incredibly wealthy. Yet the entire time I've been here, I've not thought about it once. Well, you kind of have when you first came here. When you first started into the forest, you thought about the spices. So, you will make your money and retire, maybe? I don't know. Her words squeezed mine even tighter than before. Whatever you do, I want you to choose whatever path makes you happy. What will make you happy isn't immediately obvious, but that is simply part of life. I know there is a vast world out there filled with things I will never see or know. What I want for you is to taste all of life's pleasures. But her deep, thoughtful eyes looked directly into mine. You have your doubts, don't you? I do. Part of me wants to tell her that I don't want to go wandering anymore. It'd be nice to find somewhere where I could stay. Maybe even here. Doubt is natural. I cannot take them away for you. It's only through your own wisdom that you can lay your doubts to rest. When you do, continue moving towards your desires with a clear heart, not thought. It's okay to stumble and to lose your way. Remember that gold and gems are beautiful, but you will treasure it in your memories. Your hand gently strokes my cheek. Consider this my greatest gift to you. No one else has seen this tree in hundreds of years. A lump begins to swell in my throat. This ancient oak obviously has some great significance to Mayu. Thank you, Mayu. I will cherish this moment. I will not ever forget it. Her smile goes wider as she holds me close to her. I still don't quite understand how we got home last night. From what Mayu said, I'm guessing that we somehow walked through the spirit world to get back. It all felt like a surreal dream, and I'm not certain that any of it really happens. Out of all my travels, I've never seen anything like the ancient spirit oak before. Is it just a tree? What does it have to do with Mayu? I'm not worried about that though. There was a detail I noticed about the tree which struck me as odd. Why did it have the white leaves? Hits me suddenly. I immediately jump up and rush around the shrine. I find Mayu sitting by herself, a steaming cup of green tea and teapot by her side. Mayu? To my surprise, I see her eyes closed. I snap my fingers. Slowly as she opens up her eyes again. Ah, Anna. Sorry, I must have dozed off for a minute. Do you need something? There is something I wanted to ask you, Mayu. You know that I'm always happy to answer your questions, Anna. What's on your mind? Are the leaves of the spirit oak always white? The question seems to make her wake up a bit more. No, they aren't. Then, when do they turn white? Oh, that's right. Well, even I'm not sure about it anymore. Could it be that you are the tree? Could it be that you and the tree are connected? Or could it be that you are the tree? Is that why you can't leave? She seems to ponder it for a moment. We are linked together somehow. Perhaps the reason why I cannot leave this forest is because I can only walk as far as its roots go. Perhaps I am some facet of the tree trying to understand itself. I cannot give you an answer, and it's a mystery to me too. But if that's true, then does not mean you can never leave this place? It is true. Some part of me had thought that maybe you would be able to do her time as a garden and leave, but it looks like it would never happen. Does the idea of my place in life never change or bother you? It does. Just how long have you been here? Previously, I would have guessed that she had only been here for a couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 years. But if she says that the spirit oak has been here since the mountains were young, I do not know. Sadly, memory is something which isn't perfect. There are times it fails me also. I do not know where I originated from. As time has passed, I had both witnessed so many things. Yet it's all but dust on the wind now. Do you pity me because I cannot remember? Or is it being able to forget a blessing? Does that mean you'll forget about me one day too? There's a pain expression on the face, one which I haven't seen before. Everything must pass one day. As much as I do not wish to forget, one day I will. For a moment, both of us just sit down, not saying a single thing to each other. I'm sorry, that wasn't a fair question. It is alright. I have lived like this for what feels like an eternity. Like I told you before, I have come to terms with it. Even if I eventually must forget every face and memory. It does not mean that the time we spent together is meaningless, Anna. Quite the opposite, in fact. I don't follow your meaning. Do you know how long a butterfly lives for? I have no idea. Some live for a whole year. It's a beautiful, fleeting thing, made even more beautiful by how brief it is. From my perspective, people could be much the same as butterflies. Humanity is a beautiful thing, as short-lived as a single person might be from my perspectives. For a while, I choose to say nothing in response. I would like to change the subject. Do you remember anything at all from the olden days? A very incomplete puzzle. I remember the vaguest things. Things were not always peaceful in those days. Great ogres and demons fought each other, but these forces remain unblemished by the fighting. What if the thing under the mountain is an ogre? I have thought about that too. Perhaps we have fought in the past and simply don't remember one another. Ogres, while they never lose their silliness, tend to be less violent once they have been beaten. Gradually, Mayu tries to get on her feet, but she seems unsteady now. I'm sorry, Anna. Could you escort me inside? I'm feeling particularly weak today. There would be no trouble, Mayu. She leans against me as I walk inside. Her usual radiant warmth isn't there. Her body feels cold, like the morning of an autumn day. And she's about to go back to sleep, too. It's almost time. There's not much time left. I lay her down on the futon, hoping that it help her warm up. Funny, when you first came here, I was one watching over you. Life has a way of turning everything upside down, doesn't it? I guess it does. So, is there anything I can do for you? Bring the teapot inside. I was letting it cool in the morning now. It would be disappointing if the tea became lukewarm. Of course. Quick as I can, I retrieve the pot and put it next to the futon. Hate to avoid imposing you, but perhaps you could pour me a cup too. It's hard to pull teeth when you're lying down. I'll do just as you ask and put the cup next door. But what does it feel like when you're like this? I feel tired, sort of like how someone would feel if they stay up too late. It always comes around the same time. That's why I try to make the most of my time before it happens. Do you think you're spending your time well? This time, there's no question about that. I could not have done all of it without you, Anna. If there's anything I could grant you, you only need to ask for it. You don't have to give me anything. You saved my life, remember? You're in debt to me. You're in debt to me. I'm not a debtor. Even so, I would gladly do anything for you. It would not sit right with me to ask any of you. You have been a most gracious host. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried that I lost my touch after spending so much time by myself. Having a whole crowd of people to feed is pretty hard, isn't it? It is. I'm amazed that you could do it. It was worth it though. I'm sure that they went home with full bellies and smiles on their faces. Isn't that what matters in the end? I think so too. And they would take that time and they would take that good will you gave them and share with the nearby villagers too. I'm sure that Shrine will be seeing much more villagers in the next few years. That would be so nice. It's been too long since people have come and gone. I can't suppress the anxiety in me. At first, all I want to do is leave the forest as soon as I can. But now, all I want to do is stay. The time to get has quickly come to an end, and I'm well aware of it. I find it strange that the stigma of Shrine and Forest has become so strong that no one would come here at all for 50 years. But who am I to understand human superstitions? You are a difficult person to understand, even for someone such as me. I guess we are. I barely even understand myself, let alone other people. The conversation does not sit well with me. We are talking as if our time is limited. Mayu, is there anything else you need to do before winter comes? Not Michu. We have made excellent time this autumn. So, do not worry about me. My affairs are in order. That's good, I guess. You're worried sick, aren't you? I see. She seems to sense that I do not want to talk about it. Instead, we opt to the science fair room. Come closer to me, Anna. Do as she says, I draw close to her. Closer. When I'm in the arm's reach of her, she pushed me onto the futon. For a second, I just lay there beside her. May you? I'm lonely, Anna. Won't you join me for a moment? Share intimacy with me? I feel her hand sliding down my back. She pushed me even closer towards her. Her ruby red lips part as she gazes directly into my eyes. The heart immediately starts thumping hard in my chest. Before I realize what's happening, my clothes are gone. She pushed out something and pressed it against my... Okay, instantly I pushed my hips down towards it. Ah, okay, they're getting a little more intimate. Her cold body pushed against mine, yet somehow rises me even more. The double-ended object is then pushed up into me, into her. The very slightest movement will cause it to move around inside each other. Its surface is smooth and quickly becomes slick with our love juices. I begin to bring my hips up and down on her, making it weight sit beside her. She thrust up against me, pushing inside me too. Her flushed face changes with every movement, reacting to the feelings of pleasure we were sharing. The heat of my body contrasts so strongly against the cold of her own. Leaning over, I play a kiss on her lips. She returns without hesitation, her tongues moving inside her mouth. Somehow it's still warm. There was the faintest hint of heat, as if the fire inside her has not burnt out yet. Cruel as she is not gone yet. My love juices trickled down in between her legs, coating her lower body slickly. She quickly seems to be lively this moment. My feelings for her burn violently, and I try to express them through my movements. I love her. I love her more than anything else in this world. Not a single word passes between us as our legs lock together. Her red lips are still pressed against mine, kissing me with undeniable passion. The first orgasm makes my body shudder, but I don't stop there. Even as I am coming, I keep widening the object, pushing it repeatedly in and out. She comes as real, the futon underneath drenched by our mingling juices. We keep widening and forcing it back and forth between each other, crying out loudly as the pleasure shoots through us. I know that we are past it because we have so little time left. And there is so much more you can say with your actions than your words. Eventually I get exhausted and lie down on top of her, sweating and breathing heavily. She smiles gently at me and hugs me tight. For the longest time we just lie there, still entwined. First snow, winter's come. This ain't good. It's good at all, actually. Because winter's here. I'm safe. Sky's favorite autumn colors have given way to more dull, less cheerful shades of gray and blue. Never before have I been so anxious about the changing of seasons. May hasn't appeared at all today, and it's nearly midday. What could she be doing? Sleeping, maybe? I keep mulling over my head, but I cannot determine what it could be. We are in the last days of autumn. Time has nearly run out. What am I going to do? I know that I cannot stay here for winter. It would be unthinkable. But I don't think I want to leave Maya by herself. I need to talk to her. Maybe we can work out a plan. Running inside the shrine, I look around to see if she's there. Mayu? None but silence greets me. Where could she be? After calling out several more times, I eventually stop. She will make herself appear when she wants to. No amount of shine is going to change that. Frustrated, I head back outside. More snow is beginning to drift in. It looks so clean and pure, untouched by the door of the earth beneath it. Yet within it, I see a hidden minutes. I wish that I could simply sweep the snow away and prevent winter from ever coming. But I know that I might as well try to fight the wind or touch the sun. Even Mayu is beholden to the seasons. What could an ordinary person like me do about it? It's dumb that I see a figure walk along the path. Excited, I stand up. Mayu! Sure enough, it's her. But she seems even worse than she was the day before. Her eyes, normally so clear and attentive, are glazed and unfocused. She is training with uncertainty. Anna? She eventually stops in front of me. Is everything alright? As far as I know, are you okay? I am fine. I noticed that she's looking up at the sky. The first snow has drifted in today. Isn't it beautiful? I hate the snow. You do? Why is that? You know, it's cold. I see, it is inconvenience like that. Try not to look toward I come to your side. Do you need some help walking? That would be nice, Anna. When she leans on me, I almost gasp from how cold her body is. It is as if I'm touching an icicle. Sorry, I need to warm up. Could you bring me to my room again? Without a moment's delay, I hold to her futon. Before, it was just her hands that were cold, but now, I tried to rub her limbs, attempting to warm her up. Don't worry, I'll get on a pot of hot tea right away. Thank you, Anna. I would love some hot tea right now. So I set to my work, do my best to warm her up. She drinks her tea eagerly, even though it is boiling. Wait, isn't that going to hurt you? No, I like boiling hot tea when I am like this. The warmer the better. Is there anything else I can do for you, Aiden? If it is not too much asked, could I have some fresh stew? I would like to try the spice I've talked so much about. As precious as that spice is, I don't hesitate at all. for half an hour I have a boiling pot of stew for. He'll kill for it, it's hot. She drinks that eagerly too, not leaving a single drop in the bowl. My, that is spicy. She coughs a little bit. Perhaps it was not the wisest thing to eat it so quickly. That is okay. Are you feel warmer now? Yeah, spice is good for that, isn't it? She seems a bit more lively now, much to my relief. What about the hot springs? Would that be good for warming you up? I fear that it would not help me much. My touch will freeze the water. Of a hot spring? Yes, I have tried before, but I cannot warm up this body no matter what I have tried. The spice helped me feel a bit warmer though. Could you make me some more soup later? Gladly. Good. For a moment, Mei seems to spend some time thinking to herself. Is there something on your mind? My mind becomes a bit foggy during these last days of autumn. It's sometimes hard to remember things. There is something I was supposed to do today, but I cannot remember what it is. Maybe I have already done it and simply don't remember? Who knows? I wouldn't know, but I wish I did. For a few moments she looks at my face as if she's countering or something. I remember now. And I need you to do one last thing for me. Put your hand out. Hesitantly I do as she asks. She places something hard and cold into it. Looking down on it, I see a coal with an unfamiliar vintage. I do not understand. Throw that coal into the lake for me. But why? Is there something living in the lake that needs payment? No, it's just the sentimental rim of an old forest spirit. Flick it into the water before it freezes over. Make a wish for me. A wish? Just any wish? It could be any wish you please. But for this, I'm sure that it would be a wish filled with goodwill. Now would be a good time to get going. The ice and snow is only going to get worse as time goes on. I feel like she's going to wish for like, maybe you not going to sleep, or maybe you leaving, or maybe you, maybe winter goes back, you know, I don't know, something like that. There's like 3 wishes you can make, but you're going to make 1, I think. Yeah, you're right, don't worry, I know my way around the forest path. I'm sure you do, I'll be waiting, I promise I won't close my eyes while you're gone. That's right, stay awake. It's a shame that the shrine doesn't have coffee. I think it might help her a bit. I'll be back soon. Stay warm in the meantime. She gently pats my head. I will. As soon as I step outside, the cold bites into me like the fangs of some visible beast. I feel it push right through my traveling clothes. Winter here must be particularly harsh. I wonder how the villagers are coping with it. But forget about that. I'm sure they'll be fine. I need to go and finish Mayu's last serum. A strange crystalline stillness has fallen over the landscape. No matter in what direction I look, there are stores or moves within the forest. All the trees have lost their leaves by now, and there's hardly a whisper to be heard through the whole area. It's kind of eerie now that I'm looking at it. I'm just distracting myself though. Mayu's corn was forming my palm as I do my best to move through the snow. Patches of ground are covered in slick, frozen dew, forcing me to tread very carefully. I'm not dressed for this sort of weather. Have to make sure I can head back as soon as I can. With some effort, I force my teeth to stop chattering as I quietly march forward. Now, which way was the lake again? I can't afford to get lost in this code. If anything were to happen to me now, Mayu would not be able to help me. My progress is slow, but I think I am heading in the right direction. Here it is, the same lake I looked into when during the first days I came here. Oh no, the shores has already been frozen. I might not be too late, however. It hasn't been enough for a thick layer of ice to develop yet. With a testing hand, I pushed down on the surface. It feels as solid as a brick. Dang it! How could it freeze over so quickly? Alright, I need to calm down. How can I toss the corn to the lake? If I go out further, I might be able to find a patch of ice that stayed in the west. But that could be dangerous. If I slip through the worst for it too, I could badly hurt myself. I just need to be patient. The coast is bad, but I'm not too far away from the shrine. If I take my time on the ice, I'll be able to find somewhere I can throw it in. Before the finest I can muster, I take one second step on the ice. It feels slippery underneath my feet, much to my dismay. Bit by bit, I ease my way onto it, making sure it got my weight. Carefully, I take one step after another. I can feel the ice underneath getting more brittle as I go forward towards the middle. Eventually, the ice becomes thin enough for me to break it. I flick the corn, watching as it disappears beneath the dark surface of the ice. Now that I'm here, what is it that I want to wish for? Perhaps it would have been wiser to think about it before going out. I wish that Maya won't be alone anymore. Oh, that's a good wish. The lake seems to react as I say that with something glimmering beneath its surface. I only catch a glimpse of it before it's gone. Well, I'm going to hope that's a good omen. As I turn around, I hear an ominous crackle underneath me. No, not now. Immediately, I began to rush away from the breaking ice, just barely escaping as it falls apart. That was way too close. I need to get back to the shrine now. It took me way longer to get back to the shrine than I expected, but Mayu would be happy to know that I'm back. Mayu, I made a wish for you. What could she be? Mayu, can you hear me? I walk into her room. My heart skips a beat when I see her. She sits down on the floor, nearly in an awkward position. Her eyes are looking so weary, as if she has carried a massive burden for countless years. Meekly, she looks towards me, her eyes slightly unfocused. Mayu, is everything alright? I fear to keep the panic out of my voice. There seems to be a melancholy smile on her lips. I'm sorry, Yuna, but it's time for us to say goodbye. Oh, my eyes won't stay open, no matter how much I struggle against it. She struggles to raise her head and look at me. I know I won't see you again. You're a traitor, and your travels will take you to places far away from here. It is your nature to wander, just as it is mine to stay in one place. Yes, that time we have shared again has been among the happiest I can remember. Immediately, all my feelings pour out of me. I desperately try to voice them. Please, don't go to sleep today. I'm not ready to say goodbye. I love you, Mayu. I love you so much. Please, don't leave me. Don't fall asleep. Her eyes glimmer brightly underneath the weariness. And I love you too, Anna. You are the greatest thing that has come into my life in 50 years. No matter how much time passes, I will hold her. Place for you in my heart. I will not forget you. But I cannot stay with you. Before I go, I have one final gift to give you. Nothing will stop your path as you make your way to give the port. Her eyes close a little more, the light inside them going dimmer. With tears streaming down my face, I get on both my knees to plead for. Please, I don't want you to go. I want to stay here with you. Do not worry about me. I'll be fine. The villagers finally remembered me. I won't have to be alone anymore. You have done such a magnificent job, Anna. She reaches out to me with one hand. I take it without hesitation, so cold as winter snow. I know that there's so much more to be said, but there's not enough time to say it. I love you, Anna. I hope wherever you go, you will remember. Her eyes fluttered and her words died on her lips. To my despair, her eyes closed completely. Cold, pale but silence filled the room. As still as a statue, she sat still in that kneeling position. In desperation, I shake her, but to no avail. Mayu. My heart, I loud shout her name, and winter comes. No. Please, just open your eyes one more time. Let me hear you one last time. Please, Mayu, wake up. Don't leave me alone. With my pleas fall on deaf ears, she is not still from her slumber. Quietly, I slept on the floor, still weeping. Why does she have to go now? Why did I have to fall in love? Why? Just why? I slammed my fist onto the wooden floor of fertility. Stubbornly, I waited until nightfall to see if she would wake again. For a while, I sat there in the dark, hoping that she would open her eyes again. The hope fades as she continues to slumber deeply, completely unaware of the world around her. Is she going to be okay here by herself? Maybe I could stay here and wait. There are supplies enough for one person, surely. I look away from her for a moment, checking my surroundings. The cold winter winds are seeping into the shrine. Heavy snow is slowly building up at the entrance. My heart begins to sink even further as I realize it won't be possible. I look back only to find out there's no one there. That's it then. I am all alone now. The hollow echo of my words resounds in empty stars. I have to go now, or I'll be completely frozen. After drying my tears, I pick up my backpack and head for the entrance. For a minute or two, I can't help but look back at the place I got home for the tidy of autumn. I'm going to miss this place, I know that for sure. I wonder what's going to happen now. Maybe that wish will come into fruition? She didn't make that wish. But it feels kind of contradiction because she's technically not alone because she has the people of the village and ain't wish before, so technically your wish seems kind of pointless a little bit. As I step outside, the full impact of the storm hits me. Cold, merciless snow falls down from the darkening sky, blankets in the forest floor in a while, before I call it. That's shrill stillness that set over the landscape days ago is long gone. Howling winds crawl at me with almost tangible malice. The night seems to press against me as I walk forward into the wind, doing my best to trudge through the snow. It was foolish for me to stay till nightfall. I know that all too well. Am I going to be able to make it to Galliport in this weather? My clothes aren't thick enough to shrug off these frozen gales. Plus, I'm always doomed and I seem to realize it yet. What was my use finding a gift? It's in that I notice that I'm not trudging at all. My feet, as light as the wind, do not even leave footprints in the snow. It's almost as if I'm gliding over it. The cold does not seem to touch me either, as if it were afraid of me. I feel just as warm as I did in Maya's company. It's her grace. She has given me that quiet, fast speed of hers, the one that let her silently pass from one end of the forest to the next in a minute. Even with my backpack on, I move with such swiftness that I barely even venture the trees as they pass by me. It's as if I am as light as the wind itself. I push forward in the winter night, unhurried by any obstacle in my way. In my heart, I give my most sincere thanks to Mayu, wherever she is now. Inside time, I can't help but look back, watching as the light of the shrine gradually disappears in the howling darkness. I feel as though I'm leaving a part of myself, swallowed up by the shadows. Before I realize it, I've arrived in Galliport. Despite not having the sun to guide me, my feet took me here in record time. And even last time I found a man willing to buy all my spices for the single largest sum of money I have ever seen in all my travels. For a few moments I just looked down at my sack of glittering coins in my hand. Even with such a heavy purse, my own heart is loaded with the heavy weight of my regret. My entire life I've never been able to be held to one place. No one has been able to stop me from wandering. Yet, all I want to do is stare with Mayu until the moment she closed her eyes. I feel like I can't end mourning the death of a lover. Why didn't I say something more? Why didn't I try to make the most of our time together? Why couldn't I just tell her what I was feeling before she had fallen asleep? Why? Those same bitter tears I shed in the shrine come back to my eyes, welling up from the bottom of my heart. I don't want to smile. What I want is Mayu to hear her laugh, to see her smile, to taste her lips against mine. That's what I want. Yet, I know that I cannot have these things. There's one simple question I must ask myself. What am I going to do now? Underneath my soul, I begin to feel something else stirring. Like a bubble from the bottom of a pond that floats in my forefront of my mind. Does this really have to be the last time I ever see her? I have enough money to live in the luxury for the next 10 years in Galliport. Money has opened many possibilities. Wiping away my tears, I feel a plain piercing itself to get my mind. Determination begins to overcome my grief. Is she going to stay in Galliport until autumn hits again and then just see you again? I will see you again, Mayu. I will see you again, no matter what. Time urgently marches forward with no regard to anyone's wishes or desires. I stay in the Galliport, trading, negotiating, learning, and making shrewd deals. My always considerable fortune has shored up to a keen wisdom. They call me the Golden Lady of the Ports. Every luxury of the known world was within reach, but yet I did not touch a single one. My roof was all for this moment. It's the first day of autumn, she went back. But that's like 9 months. 9 to 10 months of just waiting. The day I have been anticipating for nearly a year. I was able to afford workmen to repair the roads through the forest. Merchants can now reach each other easily. The shrine forming a crossroad between all of them. In time, I became known as the Shrine's Handmaiden, attending to and ensuring that it stays in pristine condition. The news of my latest vacation also spread like wildfire. One of the river's people in Gitterport choosing to live as a humble shrine maiden? Such a story would catch anyone's imagination. More and more people are traveling through these roads now come to see me. I even decided to wear my old travel clothes for the sake of nostalgia. The stage couldn't be more perfect for the forest gardens to return. Now I'm just sitting here, my old tears and anxiety pouring through me like a tide. Where she isn't actually going to come back this year. Is she going to be angry like that I decided to say? I feel just like I did when I first entered this forest all this time ago. After all I have done to prepare for this moment, the uncertainty is still there. I was a worthless trader in my time at the Gitterport, yet I still feel meek and uncertain. Will she recognize me? Does she forget any while she sleeps? Its anticipation is killing me. My heart skips a beat when I hear a floorboard creak behind me. A familiar musical voice whispers in my ear. I turn around, my lips moving before my mind can catch up with them, and afterwards trying to skip it once. I miss you so much. I'm sorry that I leave like you want me to. So. Yeah, as I stumble over my tongue, a gentle touch hushes me completely. Then a warm, familiar smile drives away the uncertainty. Her hands lock on mine, grabs onto them reassuringly. My sweet dear Anna. You're still here. I wasn't expecting that. And you're still wearing those old clothes? I thought it would be fitting, don't you? It certainly is. So, did your wanderlust finally come to an end? It did. Tears fill my eyes, but Mayu gently wipes them away. I want to be with you, Mayu. No matter what, I want to be with you. You don't deserve to be alone. So you gave up your old life for me? I cannot help but feel a little guilty. Please don't. I've tasted enough of the world by now. I've seen so much I've been so far. But it's only here that I feel like I found my home. I see that you've been doing some work on the shrine. The words are looking good. I did it for you, Mayu. All of it was for you. You aren't mad at me, are you? How could I be mad at you? You have done nothing but give it to me. And forget that I have not returned the favor. This is your home for however long you want to be, Anna. I owe you that time, don't I? You do not owe me anything. You never did. Oh, how silly of me. It should not be a matter of only one person or another. What matters is that you're here. And there is much work to be done, don't you think? Yes, there is. Uncomfortably, I tried to think of what I want to say to Mayu. Before I could finish the sentence, there was an orange smile on her face. I know. You don't need to say it. I feel the same way about you two. Didn't we two each other that last winter? Unable to help myself, I flushed a bit in embarrassment. Don't be embarrassed. It is only natural that you have difficulty saying what you want to. The heart knows, but those desires and passions are hard to voice. That is simply human nature. Quietly, she strokes her hand again down my cheek. I did not push it away. I revel in the warmth radiating from it. Life, pure and strong, is burning in her once again. Now then, where do we need to start? Do we have to get started right away? Once again, that no look returns to her face. Well, how about we have a date to ourselves? We can catch up about short current events or a party. That would be great. Let's not waste any time then. She pushed away from me and gestures towards the entrance of the shrine. This way, if you will. As we enter the shrine, it's then that I know exactly what I want to say. Welcome back, Mayu. I'm so glad to see you again. It says everything that I want to say. And in return, I met with a smile. The most beautiful smile I've ever seen. Ah. Just gonna go to the credits. Though I can't show the credits. So... yeah, because I can't show the credits because there's some nudity in there. So sorry, you won't see the credits. Oh, I'll probably just put a still image in there. A couple images from the thumbnails I've done. But this was actually really good visual novel. Even though it had some sexual nudity and all that, I actually really liked it. I could tell even the hentai scenes actually was not the focus of this at all. Even though it added some more in there, I guess it was definitely not the focus. I commend the people who made this. I didn't really check. I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. But I really did actually like this a lot. This is more my first more hentai visual novels on there. I will more likely do more of some type like this. Though depending how this does, depends how much I do. But it was not bad though. And at the end I started tearing up. You can hear my voice. I was starting to like tear up because of how sad it was. But you know, having this relationship between two people. So skip credits. But one thing I wanted to check was, okay, well, I can show that. Okay, I can show that either. I don't know why I checked the calorie. I obviously cannot show that. I was dumb. It's linear. So I'm gonna have to do some editing to this one. But yeah, that's because I'm stupid. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I actually recorded this in all one day. It actually took me about 3 hours and like 40 minutes. It said it could take from 3 to 5 hours, so it kind of depends, but it didn't take that long. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did blow out a lot of stuff for this, so sorry about that. But I'll probably do more like this throughout the months, depending on it, where I find much comfortable. Feel free to suggest more stuff regarding it. I might not do it though, depending on it, but I mostly would probably do stuff that revolves around female and female versus guy and female. So that's just how I am. I feel more comfortable with that, I guess you could say. So yeah, that will be it. There may be more things to come. I've always been doing a lot of playthroughs. So I'm kind of busy, but hopefully you guys like the content I produce. So anyway, I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.